wins this hockey game, a pair of goals.
And the Zydeco win! Live from Danville, Illinois, inside David S. Palmer Arena, the number 3 seeded Baton Rouge Zydeco meet for the first time this season. Or actually not, I meant to delete that, my bad. They meet for the 3rd time this season, the last place Danville Dashers. Tonight also features 2 organizations who are facing what feels like must-wins, but for very different reasons. The Baton Rouge Zydeco, who are trying to get their first regulation win since December 15th, and the Danville Dashers, who are trying to capture their first win since October 25th. Well, hello everybody, and a very pleasant good evening to you. My name is Brian Flores, as always bringing you this FPHL matchup between these 2 very hungry clubs. Last weekend we saw a very close game against the Athens Rock Lobsters that ended up in a shootout where the Zydeco unfortunately dropped that one after a very valiant effort. The next couple weekends we're going to be seeing these Dashers. This weekend in Danville, Illinois, and the next weekend it's going to be in Topeka, Kansas. The Dashers season so far has not treated them very kindly at all, only gathering 1 win in total and 3 overtime losses. One of those overtime losses coming against the Zydeco on November 2nd. It's the tale of 2 teams. One that's trying to right the ship after a very broken season so far in the 2024-25 season, and the other one who's looking to catch lightning in a bottle again and get back on track to the way they have been in the beginning of the season. It's the Zydeco and the Dashers. It's coming up here in Danville, Illinois. Next up on the show, we'll take a look at last week's game and recap what happened against the Athens Rock Lobsters. Zydeco Hockey is brought to you by Schmolke Law Firm, reputation, respect, results. Capital City Produce, always fresh, always easy. Preston Environmental Solutions, and ENC Bush Hogging and Mulching. We'll get back to you right here on the Zydeco YouTube channel.
Does he think he's better than us? We'll find out. Think you're better than us with that fancy stick work, huh?
Buddy, watch this.
Yeah, you got good hands. But watch this. Let's get out of here, MJ.
Hey, I'm Dr. Donald. Scott, come on in, Scott. Thanks.
Scott, you ready? All right, you can have a seat right here.
All right, Scott. We're going to get you all fixed up today, okay?
A few moments later.
All right, Scott. Good as new.
Thank you, Dr. Donald.
You're welcome. Welcome to Advanced Dental Care, official dentist of the Zydeco hockey team. Whether you're a hockey player or not, we can give you the perfect smile.
Looking for the ultimate game. And welcome back here to David S. Palmer Arena. Last weekend, We only saw one game against the Athens Rock Lobsters down in Athens, but that was due to weather conditions. But the one game we did see was a very tightly tested affair. This is what happened in Athens. Starting off in the first period, the Lobsters would strike first after the first 2 minutes, thanks to Brendan Reller. He would net one past the glove hand of Colgan, making it 1-0 Athens. That would later be it for the first 20 minutes of play until after a penalty kill when Dmitry Kuznetsov, stretching out of the box, would get one and net at home, tying the game up for the Zydeco. That one nearly shorthanded, actually, springing from the penalty box. Would have been their first shorthanded goal of the season, but not to be. Later on that period, the Lobsters would sneak one short side, thanks to Philip Vergelli, making it 2-1 for the Lobsters. But not to be outdone, it would be Tyler Larwood later on in the second period. After this face-off rush going back the other way, they would find the puck thanks to Narek Alexanian entering the zone, fighting his way to the front of the net, and picking up the loose change, netting it home. Would be Tyler Larwood tying the game up at 2 apiece. And that would be it after 40 minutes of play. In the third period, the Lobsters would strike yet again thanks to Garrett Milan, as he would streak right down Main Street after an entry. 2 poke checks, 1 failed one-timer, picking it up in the high slot, netting it home, making it 3-2 for the Lobsters. And later on in that period, Tyler Larwood, speaking of cleaning up house, would find the puck in the corner, netting it in front, finding his own rebound, and netting it home, making it 3-3 in period number 3. It would be scoreless in overtime, but in the shootout, after a scoreless affair there, Garrett Milan would net one home in the 4th round, ending the game. And with a crucial point, the Zydeco were able to hang on to the top 3 seed in the conference. And tonight, against a struggling Danville Dashers team who dropped their last game 7-0, the Zydeco will look to try to spark something up and find the early success that they've had earlier in the season. Next up, we'll take a look at the numbers and see how they stack up against these Dashers. Stick with us.
Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
At Don Seafood, our weekend brunch isn't just a meal. It's the moment you've been waiting for all week. Begin your legendary weekend with brunch favorites like our shrimp and grits, crab cake benedict, and of course, bottomless mimosas. Let's be honest, the party doesn't start until Don Seafood hits the table. From our team at Don Seafood, we want to thank you for the past 90 years and cheers to many more together.
Welcome back here to the Zydeco pregame show. Let's take a look here at the numbers. Last weekend, the Zydeco special team were a crucial part of stealing that point against Athens after being outshot 46-21. Starting off with the Zydeco, their power play percentage, they stand at a 20.5, dropping from a 21.3 last weekend. This is good enough for 9th in the league. For their PK, they stand at 82.7, which is 7th in the league. Their PK generated a goal last game, spraying Kuznetsov from the box. Tonight, they look to stand steadfast as they face off against the bottom special teams in the league in the Dashers. Speaking of the Devil, let's take a look at the Dashers as their special teams have struggled through this season. Their power play is starting off at a 12.3, which is 13th in the league, just above Mississippi, who are the bottom-seeded team. And moving on to their penalty kill, which stands at a 66.7. Their last place in the PK and the FPHL entering this weekend, as the Zydeco will try to take advantage and generate more momentum for their special teams. Next up, shots goal and shots against for the Zydeco. Or the goals for and goals against. My bad. Starting off with the goals for, they have 101 goals on the season, which is best in their division, adding 3 last weekend. Next up, their goals against is 81, which is 4th in the division. This stands out a total for a plus 20 goal differential, which stands at number 3 in the division. Moving on to the Dashers. Their goals for, goals against, and differential all total out for the bottom of their division, starting off with their 60 goals for, moving on to a staggering 141 goals against, and finally averaging out to a minus 81 goal differential. Tonight, the Zydeco will look to overcome their shot woes and throw some pucks at the net. So the key for tonight for the Zydeco is controlling the pace of play, getting pucks to the net, getting bodies in front of the net, boxing out the goaltender, and generating offense when they can. Dictate the flow of play. You're playing these Dashers for 4 straight games. You better get used and comfortable to playing them and keeping them playing Zydeco style of hockey. They're going to look to try to escape this weekend with 6 straight points. They're going to have to dictate flow of play. Next up, the Schmolke Law Firm starting lineup and then puck drop right here on the Zydeco YouTube channel.
We've gotten very good at roofing. We're good at the actual work, but also the documentation from the beginning. Getting everything with the client. What do they need? What are their needs? And then how can I give them a couple of options? And then from there, during the process, they know what's going on. And then at the end, feeling good about everything that's complete, and they're happy when they're done with their job.
Find more of what you're looking for at L'Auberge Baton Rouge. More of the games you love, more of the flavors you crave, more staycation relaxation. All this plus an exceptional staff. Add more to your story at L'Auberge Baton Rouge.
Has meat. Tremonti's has seafood. Tremonti's has much more. Tremonti's on-site catering is the best in Baton Rouge. Our friendly staff brings everything to our client's location, set up, serves guests, and cleans up once our guests are satisfied and full. Tremonti's caters weddings, corporate events, parties, luncheons, crawfish and shrimp boils, breakfast, fundraisers, barbecues, and much more. Good meat ain't cheap, and cheap meat ain't good. Visit Tremonti's.com, 225-751-7665.
For over 90 years, Don's Seafood has been a Louisiana staple. From the finest Gulf catch to the most authentic Cajun recipes, our commitment to quality and tradition is who we are. Enjoy favorites like our gumbo.
Welcome back here. Oh, you're not supposed to see that. Sorry, still cleaning up the assets. Welcome back here inside David S. Palmer Arena, where we're getting set for puck drop here in the very, very chilly Danville, Illinois. There is this white stuff outside that's has the same texture and feeling of snow cones, but there is no Jolly Syrup out there. As a Californian, this is very weird to me. But what's not weird is the starting lineups. On the defensive side for the Zydeco, number 7, Nick Catola. So far in this season, Catola, 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points, and 13 games played for the Spokane, Washington native. And his defensive partner will be Thomas McGuire, number 15, from Massapequa Park, New York. No goals so far, 3 assists for 3 points and 4 goals of the campaign. And starting for the forwards, number 6, Matthew Gordon from Prince Edward Island in Canada. Scott Chirac, the assistant captain, and Jake Cox will be on his line. Starting in goal, number 30, Bailey Stevens. We're getting set for puck drop as we're getting a couple of last-minute adjustments to the score clock. Now we seem to be set. Scott Chirac will glide in to take the draw, and he faces off against Nikolai Slav, and drop of the puck, and we are underway here in Danville, Illinois. Zydeco with the quick possession. They'll try to get this one back up to Matthew Gordon, who touches it up but offsides, so we'll get a face-off all the way back into the Zydeco zone. That's one area that I would have to say that the Zydeco need to kind of up the ante with is zone entries, as we saw a lot of offside chances last week against the Athens Rock Lobsters. This week against the Danville Dashers, they're going to have to really take advantage of the Dashers' slow back check in order to kind of net a few. And off the draw here inside the Zydeco zone. Zydeco will clear this one up the far wall into the Dashers' side. Left circle, picking it up is Scott Chirac, giving it out to the blue line. Giving it across to Catola. Catola, top of the right circle, pitching it back down low, getting it back to Catola. From the blue line, a shot, and it gets tipped on goal, just goes wide and out of play. 19:29 left to go here in period number 1. Still scoreless here in beautiful Danville, Illinois. As I mentioned, very cold outside. Whenever I feel my fingies and tootsies going numb, I no like it. I have a referee playing yo-yo as Larwood gets kicked out for Alexanian. Alexanian wins it straight back with a shot, and that one gets saved off, and that one will be cleared across by the Dashers and into the neutral zone. Picked up now by Larwood. Larwood trying to go across to Alexanian. Alexanian battling for the puck. He'll get this one back down low, trying to find Ciholik. Ciholik from the far corner, picked up now by the Dashers. They'll try to get this one out of the zone. Picked up now to the left side, and a shot, and that one just goes high and wide for Larwood as he gets it out to the blue line into the Dashers zone. Dashers able to take this one away. Trying to skate this one out is Parker Rutherford. Rutherford into the Zydeco end. Ciholik able to come up with it. He'll feed it across to Alexanian, who will bat this one deep into the Dashers zone. Alexanian trying to pick this one up and trying to find it back for number 58, Jonathan Wick. Oh, great. There was a lot of roster changes for the Danville Dashers, so I have a lot of updating to do here, and they made those changes on Thursday when I was traveling up here, so not a lot of time to update the old spotting board. As the Dashers now have the puck here at center ice, O'Reilly will send this one all the way back down. Picked up now by Bailey Stevens, trying to go this one across. And now here come the Zydeco back the way. Kuznetsov, who had a goal last weekend after a fresh out of the box shorthanded chance. I guess you can say that in asterisks. Not really a shorthander, but they're pretty much on the shorthanded mentality as the Dashers take this one away at the Zydeco blue line. Picked up now by the Zydeco, trying to spring step a rush, but that one gets taken away as the Dashers will just watch this one hit the wall, but no icing, says the linesman. Zydeco able to hold this one deep into the Dashers zone. Bronson trying to find it back to Crow. That one gets taken away by the Zydeco. Getting bullied for the puck is Kuznetsov, finding it across to Cox. Out to the left circle. Out to the blue line now. Kleber with a shot, and that one gets blocked out in front. Handled off now by Gordon with a shot. Tipped on goal, and that one gets saved. Chirac tried to find the tip out in deep, and that one gets taken away by the Dashers as Crow able to clear this one back in the way. Here come the Dashers, top of the right circle. Poke checked aside and picked up now by Jake Cox into the Zydeco end. Zydeco's trapped in their own zone. They'll try to play this one back down low. That gets taken away by the Dashers as Danville with a clearing attempt. They'll get this one into the Zydeco end, near side through the near half wall. It gets played now by Bolden Zinchenko. Zinchenko out to the end boards of the Zydeco end. Zydeco able to take this one away. Back of the way. Here comes Baton Rouge. Top of the left circle. Out to the slot and a shot. What a good save! That was an excellent save by the goaltender, Oscar Walgren. And we'll get a stoppage of play after a offside, so we'll get a face-off right outside of the Zydeco end. 2-on-1 chance, a beautiful one-time feed. And you know what? That's just one thing that you can't really fault anybody on that play. Not the defense of the Dashers, not the offense of the Zydeco. Beautiful pass. Just went right through everybody. That was a good seeing eye pass and a better save by Walgren. And it looks like there will be a penalty here on the play as 26 in black will take the seat. That is Juwan Davis. To the box go the Dashers. And to the power play go the Zydeco. This power play, of course, brought to you by Badgers Heating and Air. Off the draw, Zydeco will try to play this one back down. Kuznetsov a shot, and that one goes high and wide. Picked up now by the Zydeco into the near half wall, giving it across to the far side, back to Kuznetsov, out to the blue line with a shot, and it gets blocked. Thornton gathers it up into the far half wall, trying to corral the puck, gets it back from the blue line, drops it off, getting it to Kuznetsov with a shot, and that one gets darted high and wide. Picked up now by Zabad. Sabad out to Brody Thornton, back to Kuznetsov, to Thornton, a shot, scores! Sabad nets that one home, tipping the Brody Thornton shot. And it's 1-0 Zydeco. .48 left to go here. And it is 1-0. And off the draw, Zydeco able to control it back in their own zone with a lead for the first time in what seems like forever. They'll play this one back down. Last time they had a lead was the last home game they had, as they'll get this one back down low, trying to find this one to the far side of the Dashers zone, where it gets played off now by McGuire, dropped it off. Held up by Matthew Gordon, leaving it off to McGuire. Getting it out in front, trying to find Jake Cox, but that one will be taken away by the Dashers. Picked up now by the captain, Bronson. Bronson, cross-ice pass, trying to feed this one across. That one gets taken away as the Dashers now with it. Taken down to the ice. Katola now has it for the Zydeco in their own zone, right behind of Bailey Stevens. He'll try to wait and gallivant a rush back the other way, no doubt. Takes a few half steps to the near wall. Picked up now and leave it off to Seholik. Seholik leaving it back to Katola. Pitching it back down low, trying to find it back to Jake Cox. Cox into the Zydeco end, still not able to escape to the neutral zone, as now he's finally able to pitch it towards the timekeeper's box, and taken down with Sabad, and there will be a penalty. Getting into it, Thomas Murphy. And he's getting into it with Larwood. And the ever chipper Tyler Larwood flashes that patented toothy smile of his as Murphy gets escorted to the box with 14:34 left to go. We'll take a media timeout and step aside, but when we get back, it'll be a fresh power play here in this 1-0 game. Zydeco strike first. The Baton Rouge Zydeco are brought to you by Sigma Engineers and Constructors, E&C Bushing, Hogging, and Mulching, Capital City Produce, Bowfinger Tree Service, Republic Finance, Schmolke Law Firm, Pico Lumber, Wilson Warehouse, Highland Property Services, Bayou Apparel, Gator Millworks, Will Scott, AV Solutions, and VRI Institute. We'll get back to you right after this.
Seafood salad, steak, and of course, our signature seafood platter. Don's is more than just food. We're a celebration of flavor and family. From our team at Don's Seafood, we want to thank you for the last 90 years and cheers to many more together.
We do things with passion. Everybody here really is invested. So if something can be done better, we challenge the status quo.
Welcome back here inside David S. Palmer Arena. 1-0 your score for the Baton Rouge Zydeco off of a power play. And now back to the man advantage. Go the Zydeco. Or should I say Joe the Zydeco. Chirac trying to play this one to the far half wall. Fumbled the puck, are the Dashers at the blue line. Able to re-grab it, though, was 17 in black, Bogdan Zinchenko. Zinchenko gets that one poke checked aside as it gets picked up and cleared out all the way back by Jonathan Wick. And Mr. Wick will go off for a line change. So many references I can make to the John Wick series, but I'll refrain, at least for now. Out to the far half wall, Zydeco go into the near side. Chirac out to the blue line. Brody Thornton, who got the game's first assist after a tip out in front, as Thornton turns this one over out to the blue line. Back of the way, here come the Dashers. Out in front, a shot, and they score. Ill-fated turnover at the blue line, committed by Brody Thornton. And a short-handed goal from Slavov makes it 1-1. Here with 13:36 left to go in period number 1. And we'll skate on. 1-1 is your score after that short-handed goal. Back of the way come the Zydeco. Here comes Alexanian, trying to chip and chase to the far half wall. Picked up now by Larwood. Larwood out to Katola from the blue line. Katola stutter steps, waits on it. Giving it across out to the far left circle. Gordon has it to the top of the slot. Now to the left circle. From the right circle on from Larwood out to the blue line now McGuire. McGuire has it. Top of the left circle, giving it out to Larwood with a shot, and that one gets blocked, going all the way back into the neutral zone. Picked up now by Nick Katola. Trying to leave this one off for McGuire. He'll chip it back down. Bad bounce off of the end boards as that one gets taken away, not cleared. And Nick Katola with it. Shoots! And that one gets saved by Walgren. So we still have a power play. Not sure for how long. There is no power play clock. At least I'm trying to see. Oh, no. 4 seconds left to go on the power play. I beg your pardon on that. As Scott Chirac glides in to take the draw. Giving it across to Cox now. Cox out to the blue line with a shot. Fandon calling a good save and a rebound out in front. Not able to find the loose change was Sharuk. As that one gets taken away. Out to the near boards. Dashers trying to play this one back down. Out to the near wall. Into the neutral zone, but going in offsides are the Dashers. So power play over, shorthanded goal against. And now we have a new game with 12:15 left to go here in period number 1. So far in the game, it's been all Zydeco, but thanks to a shorthanded goal, all the effort, well, they're back at square one. But that is actually good news for anybody who's just joining the stream, because that means you guys are able to watch this game essentially at the beginning. Hi, welcome if you're just joining us. Out to the near side from the end boards, and that will be called an icing as the Zydeco will go back into their own zone. On the ice right now, you have Rio Namiki, Kuznetsov, Shane Haggerty, and Brody Thornton for the Zydeco, as well as Jake Cox. And off the draw, Zydeco with possession into the neutral zone. Trying to find it back was Kuznetsov, but Walgren not taking any chances. Will just keep the leather on top of the puck. The leather covering the rubber. Look at another face-off here into the offensive side of the zone for the Zydeco, who are going from left to right offensively. Off the draw, Haggerty trying to win this one back as the Dashers take this one away, trying to get this one back as Dashers have possession. Here comes Danville. From the neutral zone, they'll wing this one around the boards. That gets taken away by the Dashers into the Zydeco end, but that one able to be headed off by Dmitry Kuznetsov as Kevin Sabad trying to leave this one back, but that gets taken away and swatted all the way back in and around the boards where the Dashers have possession back on their own side of the ice. Crow trying to fight it back to his cohort. And that one gets taken away out to the neutral zone, but they'll call this one dead. I believe it's going to be a hand pass. Or could be something else, as Marek Alexanian not happy. And yes, they are going to call this one a hand pass. So we'll get a face-off right outside of the Zydeco end. And off the draw, Marek Alexanian trying to get this puck back from the slot, and that one gets taken away. Here comes Alexanian into the neutral zone, trying to find it back to Siholik, as Siholik leaves it off for Alexanian. Out to the right circle, into the Dashers' end, trying to find this one back for Larwood. Larwood shoveling along to Alexanian. Alexanian feeding it back and forth as he'll shovel this one along to Larwood. Trying to find it out to the blue line as Alexanian gets turned around. Picked up now by the Zydeco, and they'll wing this one around the boards. Siholik now into the blue line. That will get played across, out to the top of the left circle with a shot, and that one just gets darted wide. Picked up now by the Zydeco behind the Dashers' net. Siholik out to the blue line now. McGuire twisting, turning, waiting for a lane to open. McGuire has it to the near half wall with a shot, and that one gets blocked by Alexanian, who was trying to tip it down, but that one will be cleared off by the Dashers. Here comes Katola, back the other way, into the top of the left circle, and a shot and a quick whistle as Walgren kind of fumbled the puck. Fell in front of him, and with 10:08 left to go, we'll get another stoppage and a face-off here into the Dashers' zone. So far this season for the Zydeco, it has been I would say, fairly up and down season, as in the beginning, pure dominance here from the Zydeco. But as of late, as I mentioned in the pregame, only one regulation since December, and now they're heading almost into February, trying to find that one reg win, as McGuire now has it, top of the left circle, trying to get it out in front, and that one gets gloved down by Walgren, and he will cover. 10 minutes, dead even left to go here in period number 1. Your score is 1-1. We'll get back to you with a continuation of period number 1 right after this.
The trust that we offer to our clients is actually, it comes pretty easy for us because we've been doing this a long time, and 90% of the jobs that we get are referrals. You know, that's what we depend on, and we strive to let the customer know that we're going to be here. We will always answer the phone.
Welcome back here inside David S. Palmer Arena here in the first period, where it's 1-1 here against the Danville Hockey Club. Scott Chirac settling in to take the draw as Slav gets kicked out. Bronson comes in, wins the draw back as the Dashers have possession momentarily back in their own zone. Wick will get this one across. Out to the far half wall. Picked up now by Bronson. Out to the top of the left circle, and a shot going in on goal from the Zydeco end. That one gets blocked out to the side. Dashers trying to sustain possession here in the Zydeco side of the ice, but that gets taken away by Nick Catola, and he'll try to clear this one all the way back the other way, but that one gets taken away by the Dashers, held in at the blue line. Out to the near wall. Gordon, cross-ice pass. That one bounces in front of the timekeeper's box, but that one will be taken away by the Dashers. They'll try to play this one back down. Nick Catola with possession back in his own zone. And now back the other way. Here come the Zydeco into the Dashers side of the ice, where it gets picked up now by Gordon. Gordon trying to take this one away, but John Wick able to shoot that one away. Out to the near side, and that one will be played across by the Dashers. That wasn't clever enough. I need to find something as they'll play this one back down. I'm going to look up some John Wick quotes. That's my homework for tonight. They'll play this one out front, and a shot from the blue line will go into the glove of Bailey Stevens after a shot going in on goal from Connor Mullins. 8:53 left to go here in period number 1. Score 1-1 after a power play goal for the Zydeco and a shorthanded goal for the Dashers. And off the draw, here comes Rio Namiki from his own zone, trying to saucer pass this one back the other way, but there will not be an icing. Touching it up, says the linesman. I'll get more on the rule of icing in a little bit, as Fisher will try to get this one out to the blue line. Picked up by Thornton. As a sharp angle shot from Haggerty goes by. Why did that happen? I completely got tongue-tied on myself. It's like I literally tripped over my words. Like, almost actually, it felt like I was tripping. And out to the near side. Here come a shot from the Dashers going well wide of the cage, hitting the outside of the glass, and that one gets picked up now by the Dashers behind the net as that one gets skated out by the Zydeco, going from left to right offensively. And now into the Dashers zone, trying to play this one back from behind the net. Right behind the side, here comes Kevin Sabad. Out to Gordon with a shot, and that one gets blocked out to the corner. Haggerty coming up with it as that one gets poke checked aside. Out to the near wall, out to the half wall. That one will get played across from the far side, and now picked up and shoved at by the Dashers. So if you're wondering why that wasn't an icing on the Dasher, or on the Zydeco actually, it was because when clearing it, one of the Dashers touched the puck before the puck went to the goal line, so that nullified any icing as that one gets picked up now by the Dashers from their own end. So there are 3 types of icings. I'll get more into this later, but right now we're playing hybrid style as that one goes in but offsides on the Dashers, so we'll get a face-off right outside of the Zydeco end. So 3 styles of icing. One of them actually is, it went the way of the dodo. It is no longer in hockey, and that was traditional icing where it was first person to touch up the puck. The reason why that was taken away was because of all the boardings that happened when people would touch up the puck. So essentially it would be cleared back down. There would be no whistle until someone did touch up the puck. And that one is hit into the Dashers and picked up now by Danville going across the other way. That one gets hit onto the ice and now picked up by the Zydeco. Trying to play this one from the end boards. That one gets taken away, and a 2-on-1 back in the way. Here comes a chance and a shot, and a good blocker save by Bailey Stevens. Out to the blue line now. John Wick with a shot, and that one goes wide. He'll pick this one across, as that one will be played into the blue line. Wick out to the left circle of the Zydeco end. Out to the far half wall. Alexanian trying to chip and chase there, as Larwood coming up into it. Larwood leaving it off for Gordon, and he'll clear this one all the way down for what class? Bueller, I'm kidding, and icing. So hybrid icing is what we play here in the Fed and pretty much every pro league in North America. And that is when you hit it down and the first player back to the hash marks is considered touching up the puck, so that would be called either icing or no icing, depending on who gets to it first. In the European leagues and in the Olympics, which aren't too far off, so if you're watching Olympic hockey and you get confused, remember what you learned from dear old Professor Brian. When the puck gets cleared, no matter who's going back, no matter who is going to beat out the puck, it's always going to be called icing if the puck is cleared from the offensive zone to the defensive zone, or from the defensive zone to the offensive zone. So it's automatic. No matter who's going to be touching it up, no matter who beats out the race, it is going to be icing. And speaking of, that is cooler heads are going to prevail here. I thought there was going to be something brewing. Healthy crowd here tonight for the Danville Dashers. As healthy as it could be with all the snow on the ground. But again, you're talking to a guy where it goes below the 50s, and I'm ready to bundle up with a nice mug of hot cocoa and a heated blanket. And everybody else in shorts and a tank top is like, oh, you Californian, suck it up. Out to the far half wall, picking it up to Chirac, out to the near side. Chirac wrapping it around, giving it across out to the slot, and that one just goes wide. Picked up now by Gordon, trying to get it out in front, and that one gets taken away by Mullins. Out the other way, into the Zydeco end, picked up now by the Dashers. Out to the blue line now. They'll play this one back out in front, and that one will be played out to the near side. Gordon gets it taken away. Here come the Dashers with a chance, and that one gets gloved down by Bailey Stevens. And Stevens able to glove that one down like he's a deep safety in football. There you go. That's what I was trying to say. You know, I love I love when I just kind of get sidetracked. I was going to say 3 different things, and I ended up saying nothing. It's like in my brain, it's like a 4-way intersection, and no one wants to go. And out to the near wall. Off the draw, Thornton trying to punch this one along out to the far side. Trying to get this one out to Dmitry Kuznetsov as they'll play this one back down. Picked up now by Rio Namiki. Namiki out to the near wall where it's played off now by Brody Thornton. Trying to find it back to Kevin Sabad. Sabad. Out to the near wall where it's played off now by Crow. Dashers with possession. They'll try to play this one back. And now here comes Namiki. Namiki. He'll try to find it back to his friendly cohort as that one gets taken away by the Dashers. Almost a dangerous turnover, but able to control it are the Zydeco. Back in the way. Here comes the Zydeco into the Dasher zone. Can he get out in front of the shot? And that one gets denied by Walgren. Sabad into the Dasher zone. Trying to chip it out in front. Picked up now by Namiki from the blue line. Namiki trying to get this one back down low. Haggerty from behind the Dashers net. He'll pitch it across out to Kuznetsov. Now out to the blue line. Stopped up by Thornton. Out to the right circle and a shot save. Rebounded in front. Not able to find a friendly stick as Kuznetsov a half step behind. Kuznetsov from the far half wall. He'll try to play this one back down, and that one will be played back the other way by Nikolai Slavov. And now here comes Tyler Larwood into the Dashers' end, but that gets taken away by Danville. Danville out to the near side, and that one will be bullied along to the far half wall, and that one will be played all the way back down. And now here comes Alexanian, giving it across to Cox, a shot, scores! Chris Seholik! Beautiful one-time feed from Narek Alexanian. And it's 2-1 Zydeco. What a pass by Alexanian. Back in the USPHL, he was no stranger to finding the open lane. Usually he finds the back of the net himself, but right now he makes a beautiful pass to Chris Seholik, making it 2-1 for the Zydeco. Back in the way, here come the Dashers and a shot saved by Stevens. Out to the near wall. Stevens. Gordon giving it across. Scott Chirac from the far side and a shot, and it gets taken away by Walgren. Blarker to side. Out to the end boards. Picked up now by the Dashers. They'll try to pick this one back up in front. That gets taken away as Salov, I believe that's how you say his name, Salov. And they'll play this one back out to the near half wall. Here comes Gordon. Out to Kleber. Out in front, and that one gets blocked aside by the goaltender Walgren. Jake Cox has it to the slot with a shot and a save and a rebound. Scott Chirac now has it. Out to the left circle, trying to find a friendly face, but not able to. And he looked to the heavens because he had a beautiful pass setup, as icing is called here. So, 2:36 left to go here in period number one. And 2-1 is your score for the Zydeco. We'll step aside and I'll give my word box a little bit of a break. We'll get back to you right after this.
Does he think he's better than us? We'll find out. Think you're better than us with that fancy stick work, huh?
Buddy, watch this.
Yeah, you got good hands. But watch this.
And welcome back, just on time. Glad you're with us as the Danville Dashers and the Zydeco tied up here in the first period. Danville trying to take this one away right in front of the Zydeco net. And that one will be thwarted by McGuire. Good defensive play by McGuire. Trying to get this one back to Nick Katola, his defensive partner. Out to the near wall. They'll play this one across out to the far boards. Haggerty will try to play this one across, and that one will be played back down by the Dashers in their own zone. Murphy. And now Murphy. He'll lift this one back down into the Zydeco end. Picked up now by the Zydeco. Haggerty trying to find it back to Katola. Up to Kuznetsov. Shovel pass out to Haggerty. Far side, Haggerty giving it across to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov from the far half wall. He'll try to pitch this one back down low, but that one gets taken away by the Dashers. Back up the ice as Dashers now with possession, but they'll call this one. What class? And icing. There you go. You guys get a gold star, each and every one of you. 1:37 left to go. Oh, actually, you know what? Give me a demerit because it was actually a penalty. I lost sight of the puck for a second. I thought it was an icing because I saw it was cleared from near center ice. But you know what? It'll be a penalty here for the Zydeco. As for the first time this day, they will go to the Wilson Warehouse penalty kill. So I will take 10 points off of that pop quiz. Now off the draw. Dashers with possession. Trying to set up shop here. Their power play, like I mentioned in the pregame, 13th place in the league. So near last as Scott Chirac now tries to play this one back down. And that gets taken away by Salov. Salov, a cross-ice pass. He'll try to pick this one across out in front of the shot, and a good save by Bailey Stevens. Stevens, what a save out in front. And the Calgary, Alberta native making himself known. Last game he played, it was a 4-3 overtime win against the Blue Ridge Bobcats, saving 28 of 31. Now off the draw. Zydeco able to clear this one back down, trying to repay the favor that the Dashers paid them in the shorthanded goal. And if they're able to get a shorthander, that would be their first one of the season as Alexanian, hungry for it. He'll leave this one off, trying to find an awkward bounce as he has it now. Alexanian trying to center it out in front, and a shot that gets saved and a rebound, and that one will just roll on Alexanian. That wasn't saved, actually. The puck just rolled on both of them, and now back either way come the Dashers to the right circle. The Zydeco and a shot saved by Stevens. Stevens standing on his proverbial head. Not a lot of shots he's had to face, but it's the quality of shots that he has faced and stood to the task. 30 seconds left to go here in period number 1. Rio Namiki is taking the draw for the Zydeco. And off the face-off, Zydeco able to clear this one all the way back down. 25 seconds left to go here in the opening frame. Stopped up by Oscar Walgren. And now here comes Fisher. Back the other way. Cross-ice pass. Into the Zydeco end. Right circle. Stops up. Trying to find this one out to the far half wall. 7 seconds left to go. 4 seconds as Thornton is content to just hold this one to the end boards. Watch the time tick off. And after one period of play, your score is 2-1 for the Zydeco. Power play goal for the Zydeco gets them 1-0. Short-handed goal against the Zydeco. Tie it up at 1 apiece. And now we stand at a 2-1 goal after a beautiful pass from Narek Alexanian, finding Chris Seholik, making it 2-1. When we get back, we'll get you the out-of-town scoreboard, as well as a recap of what happened in period number 1. Stick with us right here on home of Zydeco Hockey, the Baton Rouge Zydeco YouTube channel.
Hey, I'm Dr. Donald.
Scott.
Come on in, Scott.
Thanks.
Scott, you ready? All right, you can have a seat right here.
All right, Scott. We're going to get you all fixed up today, okay?
A few moments later.
All right, Scott. Good as new.
Thank you, Dr. Donald.
You're welcome. Welcome to Advanced Dental Care, official dentist of the Zydeco hockey team. Whether you're a hockey player or not, we can give you the perfect smile.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
At Don Seafood, our weekend brunch isn't just a meal. It's the moment you've been waiting for all week. Begin your legendary weekend with brunch favorites like our shrimp and grits, crab cake benedict, and of course, bottomless mimosas. Let's be honest, the party doesn't start until Don Seafood hits the table. From our team at Don Seafood, we want to thank you for the past 90 years and cheers to many more together.
We've gotten very good at roofing. We're good at the actual work, but also the documentation from the beginning. Getting everything with the client, what do they need? What are their needs? And then how can I give them a couple of options? And then from there, during the process, they know what's going on. And then at the end, feeling good about everything that's complete, and they're happy when they're done with their job.
Find more of what you're looking for at L'Auberge Baton Rouge. More of the games you love, more of the flavors you crave, more staycation relaxation. All this plus an exceptional staff. Add more to your story at L'Auberge Baton Rouge.
Has meat. Tremonti's has seafood. Tremonti's has much more. Tremonti's on-site catering is the best in Baton Rouge. Our friendly staff brings everything to our client's location, set up, serves guests, and cleans up once our guests are satisfied and full. Tremonti's caters weddings, corporate events, parties, luncheons, crawfish and shrimp boils, breakfast, fundraisers, barbecues, and much more. Good meat ain't cheap, and cheap meat ain't good. Visit Tremonti's.com, 225-751-7665.
For over 90 years, Don's Seafood has been a Louisiana staple. From the finest Gulf catch to the most authentic Cajun recipes, our commitment to quality and tradition is who we are. Enjoy favorites like our gumbo, jacked up shrimp, seafood salad, steak, and of course, our signature seafood platter. Don's is more than just food. We're a celebration of flavor and family. From our team at Don's Seafood, we want to thank you for the last 90 years and cheers to many more together.
We do things with passion. Everybody here really is invested. So if something can be done better, we challenge the status quo.
Welcome back here inside David S. Palmer Arena. Before we get you the out-of-town scoreboard, I'm going to make it a tradition. Roll call. Let's see where we're cheering on the Zydeco. 9 is watching from Gonzales, Louisiana. Scott Lilly from Sioux City, Iowa. Don Bordelon from his living room in Hammond. That is the best seat in the house, if I have to say so myself. Nancy Flores, hi mom, is watching from, of course, West Covina, California. Kevin Abbott, watching from the virtual land, from his VR big room. Coach G from Baton Rouge. J-Mac from Denham Springs. Huey also from Denham Springs. Richard Flores from South Hills, California. Hey, that's cheating. You're from West Covina. Oh, we're on the border of West Covina and South Hills. That's all right. All right. Yep. What are they throwing? They're throwing necklaces into the crowd. I got to get myself a necklace. I'm kidding. There we go. So, let's move on to the out-of-town scoreboard. The Binghamton Black Bears have a 5-2 lead over the Watertown Wolves. That one's in period number 2. The Port Huron Prowlers have a 2-1 lead against the Mississippi Seawolves. That one in the second frame. The Danville Hat Trick have a 4-0 lead over the Motor City Rockers in the second period. Carolina and Blue Ridge both tied up at 1 apiece, the Bobcats and the T-Birds. The Monroe Moccasins have a 1-1 tie in the first period against the Athens Rock Lobsters. And, of course, here it's 2-1 Baton Rouge over the Dashers. Moving on here to the NHL out-of-town scoreboard. Thank God, only 2 games, because last time it was like 15. The Pittsburgh Penguins have a 3-1 lead over the Buffalo Sabres. That one's heading into period number 3. Also heading into period number 3 is the Carolina Hurricanes, who have a 1-1 tie against the Las Vegas Golden Knights. When we get back, we will get you a recap of what happened in period number 1. Stick with us right here on the Zydeco YouTube channel.
The trust that we offer to our clients is actually, it comes pretty easy for us because we've been doing this a long time, and 90% of the jobs that we get are referrals. You know, that's what we depend on, and we strive to let the customer know that we're going to be here. We will always answer the phone.
Does he think he's better than us? We'll find out. Think you're better than us with that fancy stick work, huh?
Buddy, watch this.
Yeah, you got good hands. Well, watch this. Let's get out of here, MJ.
Hey, I'm Dr. Donald.
Scott.
Come on in, Scott.
Thanks.
Scott, you ready? All right, you can have a seat right here.
All right, Scott. We're going to get you all fixed up today, okay?
A few moments later.
All right, Scott. Good as new.
Thank you, Dr. Donald.
You're welcome. Welcome to Advanced Dental Care, official dentist of the Zydeco hockey team. Whether you're a hockey player or not, we can give you the perfect smile.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
At Don Seafood, our weekend brunch isn't just a meal. It's the moment you've been waiting for all week. Begin your legendary weekend with brunch favorites like our shrimp and grits, crab cake benedict, and of course, bottomless mimosas. Let's be honest, the party doesn't start until Don Seafood hits the table. From our team at Don Seafood, we want to thank you for the past 90 years and cheers to many more together.
Oh, hello there. You saw my back. Welcome back. No, it's funny. I'm sorry. Anyway, let's talk about what happened here so far in period number 1. I hope you enjoyed the back of my coat. I actually just got this thing. It's actually really nice. I got like so many compliments on it. Anyway, let's talk about the first period. Just 5 minutes into the opening frame on the power play, it was the Zydeco netting the first goal as Kevin Sabad would net one home, tipping it out in front, who was already leading the team in goals, extends his lead. 12 goals on the campaign, 12 assists for his 24th point of the season. And that one should have went to the assist of Brody Thornton, but gonna have to make that correction. The next goal would be a short-handed one as Nikolai Salavov would tie things up for the Dashers. Short-handed, 6:24 into period number 1. But at 16-17, after a beautiful Narek Alexanian pass, Chris Siholic would snipe one home in a beautiful celebration after. And that one will make it 2-1, and that is where we stand here in Danville, Illinois. Shots on goal after 1 period of play, 19 for the Zydeco and 9 for the Dashers. When we get back, we will get you drop the puck for period number 2. Stick with us right here on the Zydeco YouTube channel.
We've gotten very good at roofing. We're good at the actual work, but also the documentation from the beginning. Getting everything with the client, what do they need? What are their needs? And then how can I give them a couple of options? And then from there, during the process, they know what's going on. And then at the end, feeling good about everything that's complete, and they're happy when they're done with their job.
Find more of what you're looking for at L'Auberge Baton Rouge. More of the games you love, more of the flavors you crave, more staycation relaxation. All this plus an exceptional staff. Add more to your story at L'Auberge Baton Rouge.
Has meat. Tremonti's has seafood. Tremonti's has much more. Tremonti's on-site catering is the best in Baton Rouge. Our friendly staff brings everything to our client's location, set up, serves guests, and cleans up once our guests are satisfied and full. Tremonti's caters weddings, corporate events, parties, luncheons, crawfish and shrimp boils, breakfast, fundraisers, barbecues, and much more. Good meat ain't cheap, and cheap meat ain't good. Visit Tremonti's.com, 225-751-7665.
For over 90 years, Don's Seafood has been a Louisiana staple. From the finest Gulf catch to the most authentic Cajun recipes, our commitment to quality and tradition is who we are. Enjoy favorites like our gumbo, jacked up shrimp, seafood salad, steak, and of course, our signature seafood platter. Don's is more than just food. We're a celebration of flavor and family. From our team at Don's Seafood, we want to thank you for the last 90 years and cheers to many more together.
We do things with passion. Everybody here really is invested. So if something can be done better, we challenge the status quo.
The trust that we offer to our clients is actually, it comes pretty easy for us because we've been doing this a long time, and 90% of the jobs that we get are referrals. You know, that's what we depend on, and we strive to let the customer know that we're going to be here. We will always answer the phone.
Welcome back here inside the... I forgot the name of the arena. I am so sorry. David S. Palmer Arena. There we go. Where the Zydeco have a 2-1 lead against the Danville Dashers. This second period and this away broadcast is brought to you by Momentum Building Services. Such a great and big sponsor here for the Zydeco. Always taking great care of the team and the players. Thank you, Momentum Building Services. And make sure you guys all call Momentum Building Services for all your cleaning needs. Dashers with possession of the puck. Trying to play this one back down from the end boards. Wrapping it around, and that one gets taken away by Nick Catola after a great save from Bailey Stevens. It looks like Stevens and Quintola both called Momentum Building Services for that cleanup job in front of the slot. Yeah, that was a stretch, but I'm proud I made that joke. Icing is the call, 19-16 left to go here in period number 2, just underway. 2-1 is your score for the Baton Rouge Zydeco. Scott Chirac. He'll switch out for Jake Cox, who comes in to take the draw. He'll be facing off against Horn. Cox getting kicked out, and now Chirac back on the case. Just trying to settle up and see who is going to be taking the draw. Cox is back in the draw. And now we finally drop the puck. That was a very eventful face-off. And a shot going well wide, picked up now by Namiki, trying to clear all the way back down, where it's played off now by the Dashers. They'll dump this one deep into Zydeco territory. Picked up now by the Dashers, and a centering pass, and that gets saved. And a rebound picked up now by the Zydeco. Back the other way, here comes Nick Catola. Catola into the Dashers zone, trying to find it out to the blue line. That gets taken away by the Dashers, as they'll chip and change, as Kleber now has it deep in his own territory. Giving it all the way back down, trying to find it back to Aaron Shaheen into the slot with a shot on the backhand try, but that one gets saved. Out to the near side, Zydeco in the Dashers zone. Out to the blue line with a shot going in on net, but that one gets blocked out to the side. Picked up now by the Dashers. Dashers with possession. They turn this one over at the blue line. Shaheen trying to pitch it across, finding Shorak. Shorak finding Alexanian. Alexanian a shot, and that one gets blocked out to the corner. Near side, Gordon will pitch it across, trying to find it into the stick of Alexanian, but that one gets taken away as Shaheen trying to find this one back to Alexanian. Centering pass and a shot and a good save by Walgren, and he will cover. 17:48 left to go here in period number 2. 2-1 is your score here for the Baton Rouge Zydeco. I'm reading a question from Grace B. I will give you all 3 shots at the name of the Dashers mascot, as Dmitry Kuznetsov finds it out to the blue line, trying to play this one back down as Kleber. Out to the near side. Now from the far half wall, poke checked aside by Dmitry Kuznetsov. That one gets cleared. Kuznetsov picks it up, and he'll clear it all the way back in, as the Dashers now have it. Dashers will play this one back as Thornton, trying to find this one back into the neutral zone. That gets taken away by the Dashers. Out to the near boards, picked up, and now here comes Kevin Sabad. Sabad, cross-ice pass, trying to find it to the far half wall as the puck skitters on them, and that one will roll its way back into the Zydeco side of the ice. Picked up now by the Zydeco, cleared into the neutral zone, into the slot, giving it across. Haggerty trying to find a pass out in front. That gets taken away. Thornton to the far half wall of the Dashers zone. Haggerty trying to find it out to the blue line. Sabad not able to find the puck as it gets saucered into the center ice. As Brody Thornton now trying to spear at this one. Haggerty out to the right circle with a shot, and that one gets blocked. Rebound out in front, and that one will be carried aside by Dustin Henning. Back the other way. Here comes Quinn O'Reilly. O'Reilly into the end boards of the Zydeco end. Stopped up now by Chris Seholik. Seholik will try to play this one back down as Gordon takes a shot to the face as a shot going on goal, and that one gets saved off by Bailey Stevens, and Matthew Gordon still down as he took a shot basically to the teeth. So Gordon with a pool of blood near the face-off dot in the neutral zone in front of the timekeeper's box. So he took an absolute brick to the face. It was initially a dump-in attempt, and Gordon got in front of it, just went off of his mouth. So I think it may have knocked a couple of teeth off, and I think that's exactly what Shorrock is trying to pick up here and decipher, is which one is his teeth and which one isn't. Slowly making his way to the bench is Matthew Gordon. And oh man, I am kind of glad that you can't see that really well on camera. There is just an absolute pool of red in front of the timekeeper's box, and, well, I think that's going to be a little bit of a turnaround here for a cleanup crew to get out and pick up the blood. If they are going to, in fact, do that, which I think they kind of have to. So we'll step aside here 2-1 is your score. 16:06 left to go here in period number 2. And when we get back, the big reveal of the name of the mascot. Stick around.
Does he think he's better than us?
We'll find out. Think you're better than us with that fancy stick work, huh?
Buddy, watch this.
Yeah, you got good hands. But watch this. Let's get out of here, MJ.
Hey, I'm Dr. Donald.
Scott.
Come on in, Scott.
Thanks.
Scott, you ready? All right, you can have a seat right here.
All right, Scott. We're going to get you all fixed up today, okay?
A few moments later.
All right, Scott. Good as new.
Thank you, Dr. Donald.
You're welcome. Welcome to Advanced Dental Care, official dentist of the Zydeco hockey team. Whether you're a hockey player or not, we can give you the perfect smile.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
At Don Seafood, our weekend brunch isn't just a meal. It's the moment you've been waiting for all week. Begin your legendary weekend with brunch favorites like our shrimp and grits, crab cake benedict, and of course, bottomless mimosas. Let's be honest, the party doesn't start until Don Seafood hits the table. From our team at Don Seafood, we want to thank you for the past 90 years and cheers to many more together.
We've gotten very good at roofing. We're good at the actual work, but also the documentation from the beginning. Getting everything with the client, what do they need? What are their needs? And then how can I give them a couple of options? And then from there, during the process, they know what's going on. And then at the end, feeling good about everything that's complete, and they're happy when they're done with their job.
Find more of what you're looking for at L'Auberge Baton Rouge. More of the games you love, more of the flavors you crave, more staycation relaxation. All this plus an exceptional staff. Add more to your story at L'Auberge Baton.
I did it again. Welcome back here inside David S. Palmer Arena, where we finally have everything cleared. All the red and pink ice is scooped up. And now we are just waiting for a little bit of a final touches up before we continue. So now, drum roll please. We have a few good guesses on who the mascot is, but the answer is none of the above. It's Bob. No, I'm kidding. Claire got it correct. It is Dash. So Dash, Dashers, you know, and I do agree. I think Rue is a lot better. And off the draw with a shot, and O'Reilly scores. So a sneak attack shot that caught nearly everybody off guard, as that one ties the game up. And off the draw, 2-2 tie here in the second period. Deuces wild here at David S. Palmer Arena with a shot that goes wide of the net, picked up now by Scott Chirac. Leaving it off for Jake Cox. Cross-ice pass, trying to find it out to Shaheen. And that one gets taken away, dumped all the way back in. Dashers able to touch up and avoid the icing from behind the net. Roth trying to play this one back down. He'll try to find it across. Dashers with possession into the Zydeco end, behind the Zydeco net. He'll skate this one out to the near side, dropping it off. Giving it across and a shot on the front, good save, rebound, saved by Bailey. Bailey Stevens, 2 great saves. Out in front, another shot, and Bailey Stevens again able to make the stop. So 2 straight shots, 2 straight stops for Bailey Stevens. I apologize. So we'll get a face-off here to the far circle as Shane Haggerty will glide in to take the draw. And off the draw, Kleber trying to find it back to Kuznetsov. Drop pass. Now back up the other way and trying to find it back is Kevin Sabad. Sabad will hoist it across as the puck will flutter its way out to the hash marks of the Zydeco end. Picked up now by Johnson. Johnson. They'll leave this one off, trying to find it back to Kleber. As Kleber not able to find a exit, he'll find it back to Johnson, however, who has it behind his own net. He'll give it across. Here comes Kevin Sabad. Sabad into the Dashers' end. Zydeco now going from right to left offensively. Kuznetsov centering in a pass and a shot, and Kevin Sabad could not believe it. Had a lot of daylight, just couldn't finish off the shot. So now we'll step aside for the first time officially here for our immediate timeout. But before we go, we'll pause a few moments to thank some of our sponsors. Bad Boys Bail Bond, Geico, LaBerge Casino and Hotel, Melee Printing, Gulf Coast Office Products, Tracy Furlough Agency, Tanger Factory Outlet, Frankie's Doghouse, Will Scott, Joe Bearden, Geo Heat, Church Funeral Home, Visit Baton Rouge, Local Bar and Kitchen, WBRZ, Wilson Warehouse, and Mid-City Tower. When we get back, we'll get you a continuation of period number 2. Stick with us.
Has meat. Tremonti's has seafood. Tremonti's has much more. Tremonti's on site.
Welcome back here inside. Wow, what is going on with my throat? Welcome back here inside David S. Palmer Arena, where the Zydeco and the Dashers are tied. As Fisher tries to get this one across, out to the far side, picked up now by the Zydeco. Out to the far boards. They'll try to play this one back down. See, Holick gets a big hit thrown at him. Out to the far wall. Picked up now by the Dashers. Into the near wall. Larwood trying to play this one back down. Out to the blue line, near side, McGuire. McGuire from the left circle, near side. Centering it out in front, and a shot, and that just goes wide. Picked up, not cleared out. Held in at the blue line by Katola. Out to the near wall. See Holick trying to find it back out to the blue line. That one will skitter all the way back down into the Zydeco end. 13:30 left to go here in period number 2. Still tied here at 2 apiece here in period number 2. Here comes Katola. Out to the near side. Alexanian giving it across, trying to find it back to Shaheen, and he'll get that one ripped from him. Back the other way. Here come the Dashers. Out to the near side of the Zydeco end. Out to the blue line now with a shot, and that one just gets darted high and wide. Picked up now to the far boards. Mullins with a shot from the blue line, and that one goes wide. Picked up now by the Dashers. Out to the far boards from the corner. Out to the right circle. Trying to pick this one out in front as it gets picked up by the Dashers. Out to the blue line, and that will get wung on around. Across the boards, out to the far corner. Picked up now by Danville. From the sharp angle, trying to get it out in front as Mullins not able to get it, as Jake Cox able to clear. Cox trying to skate hard for it as Kitola now has it. Kitola from below the goal line, picked up now by Cox. Cox to McGuire. McGuire trying to wire this one around as it gets picked up now by the Dashers. Out to the near side, McGuire. McGuire find this one back out for Cox. Trying to find this one across to Haggerty into the neutral zone, but that gets taken away by the Dashers. Dashers now into the Zydeco territory. Taken away by Kuznetsov, backhand pass, as there will be a delayed penalty here on the Dashers. Back the other way, here comes Kevin Sabad. Sabad from the far side gets taken down to the ice. And behind the play, there will be a penalty. So it looks like it's going to be number 98, Yosuke Jamanji, taking the seat. Kuznetsov not on there, beg your pardon. It was Alexanian, Larwood, and Shaheen all out for the Zydeco. On the back end, you have Thornton, and across from him, Kleber. And off the draw, Zydeco with possession. Out to the blue line, Thornton. Thornton from the near side, left circle. He'll get this one from the near half wall to Shaheen. Shaheen trying to play this one back down, and Kleber just a half second too slow to get that puck. Dropping it off to Thornton into the Zydeco end. Trying to gallivant a rush on this power play. Getting this one across, out to the far wall, into the Dashers' end. Taken away by the Dashers, and cleared all the way back down into the Zydeco side of the ice. Bailey Stevens now has it. Behind his own net, stopped up. He'll get this one across. Here comes Kleber. Out to the near wall, into the Dashers' end. Trying to go this one across, taken away by the Dashers as they'll pick it up, not cleared. Kleber with it, shoots! That gets saved, and a rebound picked up now by Thornton. Thornton to the near side, left circle. Thornton out to the blue line, Kleber. Now out to Alexanian with a shot, and it hits the iron. Picked up now by Alexanian, giving it back to Brody Thornton. Thornton from the far wall, right circle now. Dropping it off to Larwood, giving it across. Kleber now has it. Sharp side, out in front of shot, scores! Aaron Shaheen! Second goal of the season! 3-2 Zydeco. That was a great pass from the near side. And it's 3-2 for Baton Rouge. That was an excellent shot by Shaheen, able to keep his stick on the ice, and that is why your hockey coach always tells you, stick on the ice, because you never know when the puck's going to find it. And now here come the Zydeco trying to go across the other way, but that one gets hit out of play, so we'll get a face-off right outside of the Dashers' end. 10-10 left to go. I let the clock going. Sorry about that. Zydeco will hit this one into the Dashers' end, where it's played off now by the Dashers into their own zone. Head up now into the neutral zone, where it's picked up now by the Dashers into the Zydeco end. Trying to play this one back down. That will be played across out to the far wall, where it's picked up by the Zydeco and cleared all the way back. Oh. Thank you, chat, for telling me that. 3-2 Zydeco. It's not 3-2 Dashers. And now the Dashers, speaking of, trying to make my error a reality, as it was number 83 for the Dashers trying to streak in Nikolai Salov, but that one gets taken away by the Zydeco. Zydeco into the Dashers' end, trying to hold this one up. That gets taken away by the Dashers into the near half wall, giving it across out to the far side into the Zydeco end. Picked up now by Lucas Roth. Roth into the end boards. We'll try to blow this one across to Quinn O'Reilly. Out to the far half wall. Picked up now by Scott Thornton. Back the other way. Brody Thornton. Wow. I'm glad I didn't say Jumbo Joe at that rate. Out from the end board. Center got out in front, and it's not able to go. As the Dashers now have it. They'll try to play this one back down into the end boards, where it's played off now by McGuire into the Zydeco end. Zydeco with possession back in their own zone. Trying to pick this one across out to Haggerty. Haggerty to Kevin Sabad. Sabad trying to find it back to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov out to the near boards. Trying to play this one back out in front from the end boards, taken away by the Dashers. Now here comes Danville from their own side. Taken away. Good keep-in by Kevin Sabad, leaving it across out to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov from behind the net, trying to generate a rush. Has it to Sabad, near side, giving it across. Right circle a shot, and that one gets blocked away. Picked up now by Alexanian. Alexanian. Out to the near boards. Trying to play this one back as that one gets taken away. Again, good keep-in. Trying to get this one out in front, but that one gets taken away. As the Danville Dashers have possession, delayed penalty, as to the bench goes Walgren. 6-on-5 will skate on the delayed call. So here come the Dashers from their own end, trying to gallivant a rush. That one gets taken away by Alexanian, touched up, and a stoppage. .58 left to go here in period number 2, and when we get back, a penalty kill for the Zydeco. We'll step aside here on the Zydeco YouTube channel. 3-2 for Baton Rouge.
Our friendly staff brings everything to our client's location, set up, serves guests, and cleans up once our guests are satisfied and full. Tremonti's caters weddings, corporate events, parties, luncheons, crawfish and shrimp boils, breakfast, fundraisers, barbecues, and much more. Good meat ain't cheap, and cheap meat ain't good. Visit Tremontis.com, 225-751-7665.
For over 90 years, Don's Seafood has been a Louisiana staple. From the finest Gulf catch to the most authentic Cajun recipes, our commitment to quality and tradition is who we are. Enjoy favorites like our gumbo, jacked up shrimp, seafood salad, steak, And of course,
Welcome back here inside David S. Palmer Arena, where the Dashers have a fresh power play and a shot gets blocked out by Namiki. That gets taken away by Scott Chirac. Chirac short-handed on a solo mission. Has it to the near side. Now out to the slot, leaving it up to Namiki. Namiki out in front and a shot, and that one goes high and wide. Picked up now by the Zydeco into the neutral zone. Thornton into the far half wall. Now out to the near side with a shot. Save. Rebound. Scores! Hits the crossbar. And a buxom rebound. And the first shorthanded goal for the Zydeco this year makes it 4-2 here against the Dashers with 6:28 left to go in the second and 1:29 left to go in the man advantage. And now off the draw. Dashers with possession into the Zydeco end. Dropping this one off out to the blue line. Fisher from the near half wall. He'll pitch it across out to the end boards. From the end boards, he'll give it across out to the far half wall. Now out to the far corner, taken away by Katola, trying to clear. That one tickles the wrong twine. And it goes out of play with 6:06 left to go here in the second period and 1:07 left to go in period number 2. Off the draw. Here to the near side, but that one will go up out of play. Or actually, no, into the glove of Bailey Stevens. And we'll get another coverage with 6:03 left to go here and 1:05 left to go on the power play for the Dashers. And off the draw. Dashers with possession at the blue line, giving it across out to the far boards. Cross ice pass to Mullins. Mullins out to the near boards. Fisher as it drops it off to Mullins. Mullins out to Fisher. You hear the coaching from the crowd. Shoot the puck, they say. Mullins with a shot, and that one gets saved, and a rebound, and that one gets covered by Bailey Stevens. So they did, in fact, shoot the puck, but Bailey Stevens, you see, he was listening. He was listening to the coaching of the crowd, and he was like, yep, I know a shot's going to come. So that's why you don't yell shoot. It's just letting the other people go. And speaking of that, Namiki goes. Namiki's going. Namiki wants a piece. Rock'em Sock'em hockey here in Danville. Namiki taking on Thomas Murray. Oh, and Namiki, he is red hot in the box. Letting him know. And as a housemate of Rio Namiki, when he yells, you hear him. So 2 boxes away, and no doubt hearing every single one of that earful was Thomas Murphy, beg your pardon. That fight happened right in front of me. So story time. One of the first hockey games that I ever attended, Los Angeles Kings against the Anaheim Ducks. A similar fight broke out in front of the Ducks bench. It was me and my dad. We were sitting, I think, 7 rows up. And it was Kevin Westgarth taking on the now player safety, I guess head. I don't know his official title. But George Peros. So Westgarth was taking on Peros, and Peros, Westgarth throwing lefts at each other, and it was like a fight in the Fed. No defense, just straight haymakers to the jaw. And Peros, the ever fighter for Anaheim, cocks back, throws a haymaker right-hand hook towards the jaw of Kevin Westgarth. He turns to the glass and spits blood directly on the glass. My dad turns to me in horror, like, what did I just bring my kid to see? And then he sees me excited, like, fight him again! That's why, hockey is the best thing to bring your kids to. You never know what you're going to get, a good goal or a good fight. It's always one of the two. Good goal, good fight, occasionally a good save, maybe a good hit. But it's always a good time, especially here in the FPHL. So it looks like coincidental minors, both for roughing, and no doubt a 5-minute major for both Rio Namiki and for Thomas Murphy. So we will skate on 5-on-4 for another 35 seconds, and then 5-a-side after that. And now off the draw, Zydeco trying to possess it back into the Dashers' end. And now here come the Dashers from their own side. David stops up at the center ice. They'll try to play this one back down. Davis from the near side of the Zydeco end, trying to go it across. Out from the end boards. Picked up now by the Zydeco, leaving it out for Cox. Cox out to the near side. Chirac, drop pass, finding it out to Brody Thornton. Out of the box goes Larwood, and to the power play go the Zydeco. So we skated 4-on-4 for 34 seconds, and now a 5-on-4 power play for the Zydeco. Trying to cash in yet again this game. And now a pass across to Thornton. Thornton from the top of the slot, tipped on goal and a good save. They'll play this one across. Out to Chirac, not able to clear as Thornton giving it across to Kuznetsov. Near side, left circle, out to Thornton. Right circle now, giving it across out in front of shot save, rebound, scores! Shane Haggerty cleans it up in front. 5th goal of the season. 20th point of the campaign. 5-2 Zydeco on another power play goal. Larwood will glide in to take the draw. Referee didn't like the way the first puck dropped, so we'll get another one. He liked that one a lot better. And off the draw, Zydeco playing this one back in their own zone. McGuire trying to give it across to Ciholik. Ciholik, he'll lift this one all the way back down, where it's played off now to the near side by Jumanji. Yes, pronounced just like the board game. McGuire has it now. He'll try to pitch this one across. Out to the near side. Ciholik trying to get this one out in front, and that one will be played all the way across. Out to the near side, but the puck skitters on Katola, so he'll have to regenerate an offensive rush as that one goes all the way back down. No icing, says the linesman. Why, class? Because it was touched up before it reached the goal line. Ciholik now has it. Giving it across out to the blue line and a shot, and that one goes wide of the net. Picked up now out to the near boards where it's played off now by Alexanian. Alexanian centering pass, and that one will be played by the Dashers. Out to Jamunji. We'll play this one back as Larwood will try to clear this one across. And now, here comes Jumanji yet again. You have John Wick and Jumanji. You need to put them on the same line and just call it the box office line. Out to the near boards. From the near corner, the Zydeco end. They'll play this one back to Chirac. Fisher taken away by Jake Cox. Cox trying to find it back to Chirac. Chirac out to the near wall, centering it out. Wrapping it around, a shot, scores! Jake Cox! Found the goaltender Walgren sneaking across the wrong side, wrapping it around and making it 6-2 for the Zydeco. So Danville takes their first time out. Quick succession goals. Leads this to a 6-2 game. When we get back, we will get you a continuation of period number 2. Stick with us right here on the Zydeco YouTube channel.
Don's is more than just food. We're a celebration of flavor and family. From our team at Don's Seafood, we want to thank you for the last 90 years and cheers to many more together.
We do things with passion. Everybody here really is invested. So if something can be done better, we challenge the status quo.
And that was a quick break. Welcome back, everybody, here inside David S. Palmer Arena. Garrett Johnson off the draw, trying to leave this one across as the Dashers, after letting up a couple of goals, find themselves in a 4-goal hole here against the Zydeco. Now back the other way. Here comes Baton Rouge into the Danville zone. Zabad has it. Centers. Shot. What a save and a rebound. And that one will get covered. And speaking of, we have another break looming. It's going to be the media timeout. 2:10 left to go here in period number 2. We'll get back to you right after this. It is 6-2 Baton Rouge.
Y'all know what's coming, but nobody knows just when. If you don't have a plan or you don't understand how or where to begin, at church funeral services, we'll handle it all with care and passion. Church funeral services.
The trust that we offer to our clients is actually, it comes pretty easy for us because we've been doing this a long time, and 90% of the jobs that we get are referrals. You know, that's what we depend on, and we strive to let the customer know that we're going to be here. We will always answer the phone.
Welcome back here inside David S. Palmer Arena, where the score is 6-2 for the Zydeco. And off the draw, Zydeco trying to play this one back. That gets taken away by the Dashers. Out to the near side, but that one will go all the way back into the Dashers' zone. Picked up now by Kevin Sabad. Sabad trying to lead this one back. He gets taken down, and that one will be taken away by the Zydeco from the end boards. Shoveled along out to the near wall where it's played off now by Garrett Johnson. Johnson from Grand Blanc, Michigan. His parents made the drive to Illinois to watch their boy play. Very great people. As they send this one out in front, that gets taken away by the Dashers. They'll try to play this one back as Dashers with it. Top of the right circle, trying to guide this one on to the left. Taken away by the man of the hour, Mr. Garrett Johnson. That will go all the way down for an icing. So talking to Garrett's parents, said that they're very excited for their son here in Baton Rouge. And they're Lions fans. I know a couple of Detroit Lions fans in chat are pretty happy about that. But Father Johnson is actually a former referee. So I turned to him and say, "Oh, so you're the person that I always yell at the TV." And he's like, "Yep, that's me." And now out to the far boards, trying to play this one back. Here comes Garrett Johnson, trying to leave it back to Kleber. He'll leave it across out to Narek Alexanian. Narek into the Dashers' end. 1 minute left to go here in period number 2. Stopped up, trying to find it back to Shane Haggerty. Narek Alexanian has it at his feet, trying to fish out the puck of the Dashers. Back of the way. Here comes Danville, trying to clear this one, held up by Thornton. Giving it out in front. Alexanian at his skates, and that one gets covered by Walgren. 40 seconds left to go here in period number 2. So a little bit of chipping and chatting after the play. And of course, Aaron Shaheen slowly making his way to the bench, joshing with one of his guys. Ever vocal. And Narek is heated. He is yelling at someone in the Dashers bench. And knowing Narek for, I would say, a couple years, Narek's never really one to be as vocal as a clearing attempt held in by Brody Thornton, trying to get this one out in front to the slot. That one gets taken away, not cleared. Thornton still with it, giving it across out to the top of the slot with a shot, and they could save it. A rebound. Alexani, another shot, and that one gets denied. 24 seconds on the clock. Trying to get this one back down. Here come the Dashers. Davis, a shot, and it gets gloved down by Bailey Stevens. So Alexanian from chirping at the bench nearly finds the back of the net. So Alexanian, at least when he was with Fresno and with Las Vegas, he had a lot of vocal when it comes to generating offense. So he was pretty much the quarterback of any line that he was on. When he was with Fresno, he was one of the top point getters for the Monsters for a little bit before moving his talents to Las Vegas. And in the USPHL playoffs, he actually played his former team, the Fresno Monsters, as a Las Vegas T-Bird. That gets taken away by the Dashers and a shot on goal. Good save by Bailey Stevens. Explosive momentum going from left to right on the net frame. Very hard to do as a goaltender, especially when you're trying to set yourself up with how slippery the ice is. Shane Haggerty will glide in and take the draw. And off the draw, Thornton will hold on to the puck. And again, Thornton content with letting the time tick off. Haggerty coming in suit. And after 40 minutes, your score 6-2 for the Baton Rouge Zydeco. So shots on goal, Dashers 13, and for the Zydeco, they have 34. When we get back, we will recap what happened in period number 2, get your out-of-town scoreboard, and talk about this date in hockey history. Stick with us right here on the Zydeco YouTube channel. It is 6-2 Baton Rouge.
Does he think he's better than us?
We'll find out. Think you're better than us with that fancy stick work, huh?
Buddy, watch this.
Yeah, you got good hands. But watch this. Let's get out of here, MJ.
Hey, I'm Dr. Donald.
Scott.
Come on in, Scott.
Thanks.
Scott, you ready? All right, you can have a seat right here.
All right, Scott. We're going to get you all fixed up today, okay?
A few moments later.
All right, Scott. Good as new.
Thank you, Dr. Donald.
You're welcome. Welcome to Advanced Dental Care, official dentist of the Zydeco hockey team. Whether you're a hockey player or not, we can give you the perfect smile.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
At Dawn Seafood, our weekend brunch isn't just a meal. It's the moment you've been waiting for all week. Begin your legendary weekend with brunch favorites like our shrimp and grits, crab cake benedict, and of course, bottomless mimosas. Let's be honest, the party doesn't start until Dawn Seafood hits the table. From our team at Dawn Seafood, we want to thank you for the past 90 years and cheers to many more together.
We've gotten very good at roofing. We're good at the actual work, but also the documentation from the beginning. Getting everything with the client, what do they need? What are their needs? And then how can I give them a couple of options? And then from there, during the process, they know what's going on. And then at the end, feeling good about everything that's complete, and they're happy when they're done with their job.
Find more of what you're looking for at L'Auberge Baton Rouge. More of the games you love, more of the flavors you crave, more staycation relaxation. All this plus an exceptional staff. Add more to your story at L'Auberge Baton Rouge.
You are so beautiful. To me. You are so beautiful. To me.
Has meat. Tremonti's has seafood. Tremonti's has much more. Tremonti's on-site catering is the best in Baton Rouge. Our friendly staff brings everything to our client's location, set up, serves guests, and cleans up once our guests are satisfied and full. Tremonti's caters weddings, corporate events, parties, luncheons, crawfish and shrimp boils, breakfast, fundraisers, barbecues, and much more. Good meat ain't cheap, and cheap meat ain't good. Visit Tremonti's.com, 225-751-7665.
For over 90 years, Don's Seafood has been a Louisiana staple. From the finest Gulf catch to the most authentic Cajun recipes, our commitment to quality and tradition is who we are. Enjoy favorites like our gumbo, jacked up shrimp, seafood salad, steak, and of course, our signature seafood platter. Don's is more than just food. We're a celebration of flavor and family. From our team at Don's Seafood, we want to thank you for the last 90 years and cheers to many more together.
We do things with passion. Everybody here really is invested. So if something can be done better, we challenge the status quo.
The trust that we offer to our clients is actually, it comes pretty easy for us because we've been doing this a long time, and 90% of the jobs that we get are referrals. You know, that's what we depend on, and we strive to let the customer know that we're going to be here. We will always answer the phone.
Welcome back here inside David S. Palmer Arena, where your score is 6-2 for the Zydeco. Let's take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard. Starting off with the Bennington Black Bears taking down the Watertown Wolves 6-3. The Port Huron Prowlers have a 5-1 lead over the Mississippi Wolves, Sea Wolves, I should say. 5-1 in period number 3. The Danville Hat-Trick have a similar 5-1 lead against the Motor City Rockers in period number 3. The Blue Ridge Bobcats have a 4-1 lead against the Carolina Thunderbirds. If you're scoreboard watching, that one is very important. And the Athens Rock Lobsters have a 3-1 lead over the Monroe Moccasins. And of course here it's 6-2 for the Dashers. Moving on to your NHL out-of-town scoreboard. Both of them just went final. Pittsburgh Penguins take down the Buffalo Sabres 5-2. And the Carolina Hurricanes take down the Golden Knights 3-2 in regulation. So, when we get back, we will recap what happened in period number 2, and then I'm going to give you a little bit of a Detroit version of this day in hockey history.
Does he think he's better than us?
We'll find out. Think you're better than us with that fancy stick work, huh?
Buddy, watch this.
Yeah, you got good hands. But watch this. Let's get out of here, MJ.
Hey, I'm Dr. Donald.
Scott.
Come on in, Scott.
Thanks.
Scott, you ready? All right, you can have a seat right here.
All right, Scott. We're going to get you all fixed up today, okay?
A few moments later.
All right, Scott, good as new.
Thank you, Dr. Donald.
You're welcome. Welcome to Advanced Dental Care, official dentist of the Zydeco hockey team. Whether you're a hockey player or not, we can give you the perfect smile.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
At Don Seafood, our weekend brunch isn't just a meal. It's the moment you've been waiting for all week. Begin your legendary weekend with brunch favorites like our shrimp and grits, crab cake benedict, and of course, bottomless mimosas. Let's be honest, the party doesn't start until Don Seafood hits the table. From our team at Don Seafood, we want to thank you for the past 90 years and cheers to many more together.
We've gotten very good at...
Welcome back here inside David S. Palmer Arena, where the score is 6-2 now for the Baton Rouge Zydeco. Let's take a look at the summary and see what happened in the middle frame. Starting off in period number 2, the Danville Dashers would tie up the game after the Zydeco had a last 5-minute goal in period number 1. Quinn O'Reilly, to the assist of Zach Horn, found the back of the net, making it 2-2. But 6 minutes later, Aaron Shakeen, to the assist of Tyler Larwood and Ryan Kleber, would find the back of the net, making it 3-2 on the power play for the Zydeco. And 4 minutes later, Jake Cox found the back of the net to the assist of Brody Thornton after it was a weird-looking pass from the near side, pushing it along to the slot and netting it home, making it 4-2. Shane Haggerty would join the party on the power play 2 minutes later, making it 5-2 for the Zydeco to the assist of Kevin Sabad and Scott Chirac. And in the waning moments, with 3 minutes left, Jake Cox would find the back of the net, making it 6-2 for the Zydeco. Shots on goal after 2 periods of play, 34 for the Baton Rouge Zydeco and 22 for the Danville Dashers. I actually met Shane Haggerty's family riding in from Grand Rapids, Michigan and Detroit, Michigan, respectively. So keeping with the theme, we will talk about Detroit and Michigan hockey on this date in hockey history when we get back.
At the actual work, but also the documentation from the beginning. Getting everything with the client. What do they need? What are their needs? And then how can I give them a couple of options? And then from there, during the process, they know what's going on. And then at the end, feeling good about everything that's complete, and they're happy when they're done with their job.
Find more of what you're looking for at L'Auberge Baton Rouge. More of the games you love, more of the flavors you crave, more staycation relaxation. All this plus an exceptional staff. Add more to your story at L'Auberge Baton Rouge.
You are so beautiful. To me, you are so beautiful. To me.
Welcome back here inside David S. Palmer Arena. Score is 6-2 with about 3 minutes left to go here in the intermission. But I want to talk to you about what happened on this date in hockey history. January 17th. It was back in 1996. Steve Yzerman became just the second player in Detroit Red Wings history to reach the 500 goal mark against the Colorado Avalanche, able to edge them out and leading them 500 goal in what was the inevitable decider. 2-1 against the New Jersey Devils. In goal was Kevin Weeks. So on this date in hockey history, you had two 500-point or 500 goal players, Steve Yzerman and Joe Newendike for the Detroit Red Wings. I had to bring that up because a couple of families here who kind of met me before the game from Michigan, so I had to show Michigan love. Tell you what, it's about under 2 minutes left to go here in the intermission. We'll get back to you for Drop the Puck in period for 3. Yes, it is Dash, the mascot, which is shocking. Always nice seeing Dash and the mascot. So when we get back, Drop the Puck. The final frame, regulation, stickers.
Has seafood. Tremonti's has much more. Tremonti's on-site catering is the best in Baton Rouge. Our friendly staff brings everything to our client's location, set up, serves guests, and cleans up once our guests are satisfied and full. Tremonti's caters weddings, corporate events, parties, luncheons, crawfish and shrimp boils, breakfast, fundraisers, barbecues, and much more. Good meat ain't cheap, and cheap meat ain't good. Visit Tremontis.com, 225-751-7665.
For over 90 years, Don's Seafood has been a Louisiana staple. From the finest Gulf catch to the most authentic Cajun recipes, our commitment to quality and tradition is who we are. Enjoy favorites like our gumbo, jacked up shrimp, seafood salad, steak, and of course, our signature seafood platter. Don's is more than just food. We're a celebration of flavor and family. From our team at Don's Seafood, we want to thank you for the last 90 years and cheers to many more.
Welcome back here inside David S. Palmer Arena, where your score 6-2 in favor of the Baton Rouge Zydeco. Gliding in to take the draw is going to be Scott Chirac. He'll be facing off against number 9 of the Danville Dashers, Zach Horn. There we go. I was trying to find that. And we're still waiting on the scorekeeper. Drop of the puck, and we are underway. As the Zydeco able to get this one around, and an awkward bounce nearly turned disastrous against the Danville Dashers. Dashers trying to clear. That gets held in at the blue line by the Zydeco. Trying to play this one back down is Jake Cox. Cox into the near wall, trying to guide this one around into the Dashers' end, where it's played off now by Cox. That gets taken away by the Dashers. Into the Zydeco end, where the puck just gets trickled into the glove of Bailey Stevens. We're going to face off here into the Zydeco end with 19:22 left to go in period number 3. Narek Alexanian will glide in to take the draw. He'll be facing off against Nikolai Salov. And off the draw, Alexanian has it. He'll glide this one back down into the Dashers' end, where it's played off now by Danville. Into the near side of the neutral zone. They'll dump this one down and try to chase it, taken away by Brody Thornton. Out to the near wall. That gets taken away by the Dashers into the Zydeco end. Right circle. Drop pass to the far wall. They'll get it back down out to the right circle, out to the slot. Trying to get it out in front. Good poke checking play by Tyler Larwood as the puck finds its way to the far boards and cleared out by the Zydeco. Here come the Dashers from their own end, trying to generate a rush back the other way. That gets taken away by Shane Haggerty. Back to Kuznetsov. Into the Dashers' end, getting it out in front as a shot from Sabad goes to the wayside. Puck finds its way out to the blue line. Brody Thornton. Thornton sidesteps one, gets it poke checked, but able to keep control of the puck as the puck goes onto the blue line, held in. Haggerty out to the far wall, trying to get it back down to Haggerty. That gets taken away by the Dashers as they'll regain possession back in their own end. Getting it out in front, trying to pass it out in front was Kim Mytenian. And that one will be taken away. Out is Trey Fisher trying to clear this one. That gets taken away by Haggerty, giving it across to Kuznetsov. Top of the left circle with a shot, and that one gets saved off by Walgren. 17:50 left to go here in period number 3. Your score 6-2 for the Baton Rouge Zydeco. We're going to face off here outside of the Zydeco end. Aaron Shaheen out to take the draw. That gets taken away by the Dashers and cleared all the way back down into the Zydeco end, where it's played off now by the Dashers. Taken away now by the Zydeco as Garrett Johnson trying to turn this one away. And a shot from the slot that gets blocked out to the side. Far boards, the puck will trickle as the Dashers now have possession. Trying to guide this one into the slot, taken away by Aaron Shaheen. Shaheen back the other way into the Dashers' end, trying to leave this one back out for Jake Cox. And that one gets taken away by the Dashers, not cleared. Out to the blue line, held in. As a shot from Garrett Johnson trying to go in on net. That gets taken away, not cleared again as Ryan Kleber able to hold that one in. A little bit of a dump and chase here as the Dashers trying to regain possession and get a rush gallivanted the other way. But that one again taken away by Shaheen, and he will dump and change. Fresh pair of legs out for the Zydeco. 16:56 left to go in period number 3. Taking the plunge was Connor Mullins trying to clear. That gets held in now by the Zydeco after he trips up behind the net. Mullins giving it across to Bronson. Bronson taken away by Narek Alexanian. Alexanian, he'll try to find it out to Chris Ciolik. Ciolik out to Alexanian. Alexanian will find it back to Larwood, back to Alexanian from the end boards. Dashers trying to clear, and the puck will trickle all the way back down into the Zydeco end. Picked up now by McGuire. McGuire out to the near side, trying to chip this one back up ice. That one will be thwarted across. Out to the end boards, picked up now by the Dashers. Trying to get this one back down are the Danville Dashers. Back the other way. Into the Zydeco end. Salov to the right circle. Trying to get this one out to the blue line, but that's not able to go as Crow now has it. He'll pitch it across out to the far boards. Crow in the Dashers' end. We'll leave this one off, and now back of the way, here comes Kim Mytenian. Mytenian intercepted now by the Zydeco. Picked up now by Shane Haggerty. Haggerty trying to find it back to McGuire. McGuire trying to get this one out, but that one will go in, but offside. So we will have yet another face-off. Actually, the puck went out of play. So we'll have to do this one again. 15:31 left to go here in period number 3. Your score 6-2 for the Baton Rouge Zydeco. Zydeco having a healthy lead for the first time in what seems like forever. Last time they've had a lead with, I would say, 3+ goals. Flash you back to the series against the Bobcats before winter break. So now the Zydeco coming in with a mission, trying to generate a little bit of momentum as they head into the tail end of this season. And off the draw, Zydeco trying to play this one back down. They'll play this one across. Here come the Danville Dashers from the far side of the Zydeco end. A shot gets muffined on net. That gets taken away by Namiki trying to spring step Jake Cox, but that one will go for an icing. 15:06 left to go in period number 3. Your score 6-2 for the Baton Rouge Zydeco. Faceoff will find its way to the right circle of the Zydeco end. Rio Namiki giving Scott Chirac the nod, saying, hey, no, I got this, as he puts himself in the faceoff. And off the draw, Dashers win it cleanly back. Top of the right circle with a shot, and that one gets blocked out to the corner and gets picked up by Chirac. Not cleared, held into the blue line. Chirac now with it, trying to get this one back down low. He'll clear this one across into the Dashers' end, where it's played off now by Braden Crow. Crow trying to find this one back to Kim Maitinen. Rio Namiki back in his own zone. Trying to find it back to Scott Chirac. Chirac has it. Giving it back out to the center ice. Chirac keeps himself, getting it across to Cox, and a shot, and that one hits the outside of the cage. Picked up now in a wraparound try. Will go wide of the net. Picked up now by Scott Chirac to the near corner. Trying to play this one back is Justin Browson. Cross ice pass. That one gets taken away by Scott Thornton. Brody Thornton. I did it again. Thornton with a shot, and that one goes up, high, wide, and out of play. And I did not even have the clock on, so sorry about that, too. 14:08 left to go here in period number 3. When we get back, it's a little bit of a continuation here of the final frame of regulation. But before we go, we'll pause a few moments to thank some of our sponsors. The Baton Rouge Zydeco are proud to be sponsored with Sigma Engineers and Constructors, E&C Bush Hogging and Mulching, Capital City Produce, Bowfinger Tree Service, Republic Finance, Schmolke Law Firm, Pico Lumber, Wilson Warehouse, Highland Group Property Services, Bayou Apparel, Gator Millworks, Will Scott, AV Solutions, and VRI Institute. When we get back, 14:08 left to go in period number 3, and it's 6-2 Zydeco.
We do things with passion. Everybody here really is invested. So if something can be done better, we challenge the status quo.
Welcome back here inside the arena as a shot from Larwood gets saved and a rebound out in front. The puck will find its way behind the net. They'll play this one back at a cross. Here come the Dashers, giving it across. Out in front to the left circle and a shot, and that one goes high and wide as that one gets played across. Out to the near side, picked up now by Alexanian, trying to leave this one across. And now it gets taken away up by Johnson. Johnson to Ciolik. Ciolik taken away. Alexanian from behind the net trying to wrap this one around. And that one will get taken away by the Dashers. McGuire now has it at the neutral zone. From the neutral zone, giving it back up to Larwood. Larwood out to the far corner, picked up. Larwood, cross-ice pass, finding it back to Sabat. Sabat, a shot, and that one goes wide of the net. Picked up now by the Dashers. Dashers able to clear this one across as it gets taken away by Katola. 6-2 here in the third period here at David S. Palmer Arena as the Dashers getting routed here by the Zydeco. Dashers with possession of the puck back in their own zone. Kim Maitinen giving it across. into the Zydeco end. Right down Main Street with a shot, and that one hits the outside of the cage. And a rebound picked up now by Katola, trying to clear. Kuznetsov not able to find the puck, giving it across out to the slot. Slap shot from Crow into the glove of Bailey Stevens. And we will get another stoppage. 12:27 left to go here in period number 3. And it's a multiple of 3s. Third period. Well, actually, no, it's not. Ah, dang it. I thought I was going to make a clever joke. It's a multiple of 2s, though. If you divide 6 by 2, it's 3. We're in the third period. There you go. I was trying to be clever, but it ended up backfiring. That's why, you know what? I was always taught, stay in your lane. And you know why I'm glad I didn't listen? Because now I'm broadcasting hockey instead of doing something else. I don't know. Always follow your dreams. Just like these Zydeco have a dream of winning the Commissioner's Trophy. And playoff race, it's getting tight. And speaking of the playoffs, Thunderbirds lose in regulation, so now the Zydeco have a chance to get one up on them. As the Dashers bring this one back into the Zydeco end. Stopped up now by Aaron Shaheen. Shaheen to the near side of the Dashers end. Trying to play this one across out to the right circle. Out to the blue line now. Thornton from the near side trying to play this one back out in front. That gets taken away. Thornton from the near boards. Out to the end boards now. It gets played across. And cleared by the Dashers. Back in the way. Here comes Danville. Out for the end boards. Picked up now by the Zydeco. Trying to clear. Held in at the blue line with a shot. And that one gets saved off by Bailey Stevens. 11:37 left to go here in period number 3. 6-2 is your score. Tyler Larwood will glide in to take the draw. And now off the draw, Zydeco trying to play this one back as Fisher will clear this one all the way back down into the Dashers' end. Mullins trying to clear this one. Alexanian backs this one in midair with his stick as Larwood brings this one back into the Dashers' end. Larwood, backhand pass, trying to find it back to Ciolik. Ciolik has it. Back down low as McGuire leaves it back to Ciolik with a shot, and it gets saved and a rebound as it gets blocked by the tailbone of Dustin Henning. That did not feel comfortable, I bet. Out to the near side, Haggerty will try to play this one back down as Alexanian leaving it off to McGuire with a shot. Tipped on goal! Scores! Narek Alexanian! Alexanian with a tip! That's his 6th goal of the season, 16th point of the campaign, and it's 7-2 Zydeco. And off the draw, Zydeco trying to play this one back down low. Kuznetsov, that gets taken away. Back of the way, here come the Dashers with a shot, and that one goes high, wide, out of play. And we'll get another stoppage and a face-off inside the Baton Rouge territory. Face-off will fall out to, I believe, the right circle. And Narek Alexanian getting the goal, celebrating with much fervor. Finds his first goal since December 13th against the Blue Ridge Bobcats. As Kevin Sabad will try to play this one back down as that gets taken away by the Danville Dashers. Going across all the way back down. Chris Ciolik now. He'll give this one across. Trying to find it back is Haggerty. And he'll clear this one back as Kuznetsov not able to hold this one in. Giving it back to Rio Namiki. Namiki out to the near side. Finding it back to Katola. Katola, stretch pass, and that will be tipped into the Dashers' zone, into the glove of Walgren, and he will cover. 9:58 left to go here in period number 3. We'll step aside It's 7-2 now for the Baton Rouge Zydeco.
The trust that we offer to our clients is actually, it comes pretty easy for us because we've been doing this a long time, and 90% of the jobs that we get are referrals. You know, that's what we depend on, and we strive to let the customer know that we're going to be here. We will always answer the phone.
Welcome back here inside David S. Palmer Arena, where your score is 7-2 for the Baton Rouge Zydeco. Putting in a rout here against the Danville Dashers, as Chirac now has it into the Dashers zone, centering it out in front, not able to find a friendly face. Dashers back in the way into the Baton Rouge zone, trying to play this one back down the other way. That gets taken away. And here comes Thornton, giving it across to Shaheen. Shaheen out to the top of the right circle of the Dashers zone with a shot, and it goes off the elbow pad of Walgren. Now back in the way, Cox has it. And they'll try to play this one across. McGuire, top of the right circle of the Dashers zone. Stops up near half wall. McGuire sidesteps. Top of the left circle now, he'll skate it, leaving it off for Scott Chirac, leaving it back out for Thornton. Thornton sidesteps one, hands it to the slot, giving it across the shot, scores! What a goal! What a play! Jake Cox from the slot turned into a ballerina on ice, finding Jake Cox weak side, and it's 8-2 Zydeco. What a play. What skates on Jake Cox. Thornton with an absolutely great play initially finds Cox to the weak side, and Thornton, like I said, ballerina on skates, and Jake Cox gets the hat trick. Buried the lead there, but that was just a great play as Nick Catola finding across to Alexani in a shot, and that one gets blocked out in front. Out to the weak side, trying to get this one back out in front, but that gets taken away. So Jake Cox with a hat trick. Alexanian giving this one back down low. Oh, tripped up, no call, as the Dashers play on. 8:17 left to go here in period number 3. Mullins enters the zone, and that one goes into the glove of Bailey Stevens, and he will cover. Next up for these Zydeco, they have 3 more games against the Dashers. Tomorrow night will be at 7:05 here at David S. Palmer Arena. And then after that, it'll be a little bit of a interesting time out as we head down to Topeka, Kansas City, where on Friday and Saturday, the Zydeco will play the Danville Dashers at 7:30 at Shoremont Vale Event Center. Off the draw, Zydeco with possession, trying to get this one back into the Dashers' end. I'll play this one all the way back down. as Dashers with possession and a shot going high and wide. They'll play this one across, out to the near side, drop pass. They'll get this one across, out to the near boards, trying to play this one back as Kuznetsov leaves this one off for Sabad. Trying to play this one back out for Chirac as Sabad will try to find it back to Haggerty. That gets taken away by O'Reilly. O'Reilly into the Zydeco end. That gets taken away by Sabad, and he will clear as far as center. We have Amy Cox in the chat right here. Congratulations! Watching Jake Cox get the hat trick there. He has been a man on a mission. And speaking of Cox, leaving it across to Thornton with a shot, and that one gets saved. Rebounded in front. Cox the backhand, and another save by Walgren. You know, that's helping out the broadcaster, Jake Cox, as he found the outlet pass, able to find the loose change in front of the slot, trying to find his 4th goal of the game, just not able to beat the dirty wickets of Walgren. Zydeco fans, be sure to follow the Zydeco on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter by visiting brzydeco.com to keep up all with the latest news, stats, and updates. Anything and all Zydeco. Off the draw, Dashers with possession back in their own zone. They'll try to play this one back down, and that one will be cleared all the way back into the Zydeco end. So Jake Cox, I cannot sing his praises enough. Tonight, a man on a mission finds his 9th goal of the campaign and 21st point of the season in 28 games played. Won the NE10 championship in 2019 with New Hampshire U, and made the NA3HL finals with the St. Louis Junior Blues as a shot goes in on goal, and a good save by Walgren with 6:30 left to go in period number 3. Cox showing why he is a dominant player. And again, he'll take the draw here. He is a real quarterback on his line. Whenever a play happens, it usually funnels because Cox touched the puck. Out to the blue line with a shot from Chirac, and that one goes off to the wayside. Shaheen trying to play this one back out in front. That gets poke checked aside. Out to the near side, Chirac. Poke checked aside by Cox. Jake Cox to the right circle, sending it out in front to Shaheen, not able to go. Brody Thornton now has it. Thornton sidesteps, has it to the far wall. Picked up now by Shaheen. Stopped up, giving it across, trying to find Cox. Out to the near side, Katola. Katola wings it around, wraps it around, and a shot, and it hits the outside of the cage. Stopped up now by Shaheen. Shaheen to Katola. Katola trying to find it out in front. That gets taken away. Back the way. Here come the Danville Dashers. Out to the near side. Dashers plays this one all the way back. Out to the blue line now. Stopped up now by Mullins from the near boards. They'll try to play this one into the Zydeco end. Dashers with possession. That gets taken away by Scott Chirac. Chirac, backhand pass. Finding it back to Ciolik. Ciolik out in front to Alexandrian with a chance and a shot, and a good save. Clearing attempt. Stopped up, and now here come the Dashers. Left circle with a shot, and that one gets blocked out to the corner. Picked up now by Larwood, deep into Zydeco territory. Stopped up now by the Zydeco. Trying to get this one back up in front is Garrett Johnson. That one gets hacked at by the Dashers, and they'll send this one all the way back into the Zydeco end. Stopped up now by Narek Alexandrian. Alexandrian played on with a high stick, so we'll get a stoppage and a face-off outside of the Zydeco end when we get back. 4:49 left to go here in period number 3. 8-2 for the Zydeco is your score. We'll step aside.
Does he think he's better than us?
We'll find out. Think you're better than us with that fancy stick work, huh?
Buddy, watch this.
Yeah, you got good hands. But watch this. Let's get out of here, MJ.
Hey, I'm Dr. Donald.
Scott.
Come on in, Scott.
Thanks.
Scott, you ready?
You know, it's a crime to come out of commercial timeout with a bopping song, man. You got to play that as soon as we go to commercial timeout, man. Off the draw here, 8-2 is your score here at David S. Palmer Arena. 4:41 left to go in period number 3. Zydeco with a huge lead here against the Danville Dashers. Dashers trying to clear this one all the way back down. Picked up now into the slot, and that one gets taken away by Bailey Stevens. A delayed penalty here on the Zydeco. Puck flutters its way out to the blue line, trying to get this one back down low, and I think that was Kevin Sabad who had an absolute gleam in his eye when he saw that puck skittering and he had a 2-on-1 developing, but he saw the net empty and he was like, ah, man. It's not going to be a 2-on-1. It's a delayed penalty. It's got to be the worst feeling. It's just, you work so hard, get the puck where it needs to be, and it's just a delayed penalty, and you just see it, and you're just like, ah, come on. Come on! I've had that happen. Not in hockey. I've never actually played professional, or I don't think vast majority of people played professional hockey. But I mean, hockey at any level. I've actually played water polo, and I had a ball back situation, which means it's pretty much like a delayed penalty, but it's a man down situation where it gets called off right away, so you have to just drop the ball where it lies. So I had the ball, and I had a clear shot at the net, call a man up, and I'm like, are you kidding? I literally turned to the ref, like, are you kidding me? I was so starved for a goal as the puck gets picked up and cleared all the way back out. And I got a penalty for that because I mouthed off at the referee. I forgot. You can only do that in hockey because referees can actually take it on this side, on this sport. Now back the other way, here come the Dashers, trying to get this one out to the top of the slot. From the blue line with a shot, tipped on goal, and a good save by Stevens. Stopped up to the near wall, giving it across out to the top of the slot. Drop pass. Out to the far half wall. Stopped up from the hash marks. Out to the blue line. Top of the right circle. They'll try to guide this one back out in front. That gets taken away by the Zydeco, not cleared. Far hash marks. Right down low into the goal line with a shot. Good save by Bailey Stevens. They'll try to play this one out to the near side. And that one will be played all the way back down into the near boards, where it's played off now by Walgren. Zydeco trying for another shorthanded goal after getting one earlier this game. Zinchenko, drop pass into the Zydeco end. Chipped on goal, and a good save by Stevens. Stepped up by Fisher with a shot, and that one will be played by Kitola. Out to the near wall. From the far hash mark, stopped up to the right circle with a shot, and a good save yet again by Stevens, blocking the short side try. Davis trying to get this one out in front of the shot. Good save again by Stevens. I feel like I'm a broken record at this point. 6 seconds left to go on the man advantage for the Dashers. .224 left to go in period number 3. Your score 8-2 for the Baton Rouge Zydeco. Face off. They'll try to play this one back is Nick Katola. Back to Kevin Sabad. Sabad will try to play this one back down. Power play is now over. Namiki trying to get this one back down low. That gets taken away by the Dashers. They'll get this one back into the Zydeco end. Picked up now by Namiki. Namiki out to Shane Haggerty. Drop pass. They'll give it across to Kevin Sabad. Sabad stops up with a shot and a good save by Walgren again. 1:51 left to go here in period number 3. I'm trying to get a name. I'm so sorry. I just see the Liptic Tigers, Bengals, Saints, and Zydeco. All good teams, by the way. I hope you have a wonderful time at the Detroit Red Wings game. Plus tomorrow night watching our guys, of course. Of course! Everybody needs to be watching the Zydeco, the most important team on the face of the earth. And off the draw, Zydeco trying to win this one back. That gets taken away by the Dashers. Dashers with possession in the neutral zone. They'll try to stop this one in front of the scorekeeper's box, going across out to the near side. Out to the corner. Now back the other way. Here comes McGuire into the Dashers' end, trying to play this one back. That gets taken away from Sabad. Out to Haggerty to the top of the slot from the blue line with a shot and a good block out in front by the Dashers. They'll try to stop this one up. Out to the neutral zone into the Zydeco side of the ice. Stopped up now by the Zydeco, trying to turn this one around into the neutral zone. Stopped up by Haggerty now. Trying to find Kuznetsov. Goes off the skate of number 9, Zach Horn, as that one gets taken away by the Dashers back in their own zone. Clearing it across out to the center ice. Taken away by the Zydeco. Last minute of play here in period number 3. Dashers with possession, taken away by Larwood, giving it across to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov to Larwood, and that one gets poke checked aside. And back the other way, here come the Dashers. They'll try to play this one back out in front. Kuznetsov will clear this one all the way back down. 36 seconds left to go on the clock. As Danville now with possession. They'll just skate this one. Maitinen all the way back down to David. Davis into the Zydeco end. Far side trying to turn this one in on net. And for the first time, as time ticks down, shot going on goal. Larwood stops up. 8 seconds left to go. Chipped out of the zone. And for the first time since December 12th, the Baton Rouge Zydeco have a regulation win here in Danville. 3 very important points to the Zydeco. And when we get back, we'll recap what happened, give you the 3 stars, one final look at our out-of-town scoreboard, and you know what? I will give you a standings watch. Stick with us right here on home of the Zydeco, the Baton Rouge Zydeco YouTube channel.
Have a seat right here.
All right, Scott. We're going to get you all fixed up today, okay?
A few moments later.
All right, Scott. Good as new.
Thank you, Dr. Donald.
You're welcome. Welcome to Advanced Dental Care, official dentist of the Zydeco hockey team. Whether you're a hockey player or not, we can give you the perfect smile.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
At Don Seafood, our weekend brunch isn't just a meal. It's the moment you've been waiting for all week. Begin your legendary weekend with brunch favorites like our shrimp and grits, crab cake benedict, and of course, bottomless mimosas. Let's be honest, the party doesn't start until Don Seafood hits the table. From our team at Don Seafood, we want to thank you for the past 90 years and cheers to many more together.
We've gotten very good at roofing. We're good at the actual work, but also the documentation from the beginning. Getting everything with the client, what do they need? What are their needs? And then how can I give them a couple of options? And then from there, during the process, they know what's going on. And then at the end, feeling good about everything that's complete, and they're happy when they're done with their job.
Find more of what you're looking for at L'Auberge Baton Rouge. More of the games you love, more of the flavors you crave, more staycation relaxation. All this plus an exceptional staff. Add more to your story at L'Auberge Baton Rouge.
You are so beautiful. To me, you are so beautiful. To me.
All right, let's get you one final look here inside David S. Palmer Arena at the out-of-town scoreboard. Taking a look for the Bimington Black Bears. They have a 6-3 win over the Watertown Wolves. The Port Huron Prowlers, 5-1 win over the Mississippi Seawolves. The Danbury Hat-Trick have a 6-1 lead over the Motor City Rockers, and the Blue Ridge Bobcats take down the Carolina Thunderbirds 4-2. Athens Rock Lobsters have a 3-1 lead over the Monroe Moccasins. And in the NHL out-of-town scoreboard, already went final. The Buffalo Sabres fall 5-2 against the Pittsburgh Penguins, and the Carolina Hurricanes take a 3-2 win over the Vegas Golden Knights. Let's take a look at the standings. So for the standings, the Baton Rouge Zydeco are back in it. With a loss, the Carolina Thunderbirds remain at 52 points, and the Baton Rouge Zydeco, with a win, able to tie up the Columbus River Dragons. River Dragons have 51 points on the season, and the Baton Rouge Zydeco now have 51 points. And the Thunderbirds have 52, so it's getting close. It is getting close. So when we get back, we'll recap what happened here in period number 3 and in the game, and we'll close everything out. So stick with us here on the Zydeco YouTube channel.
Tremonti's has meat. Tremonti's has seafood. Tremonti's has much more. Tremonti's on-site catering is the best in Baton Rouge. Our friendly staff brings everything to our client's location, set up, serves guests, and cleans up once our guests are satisfied and full. Tremonti's caters weddings, corporate events, parties, luncheons, crawfish and shrimp boils, breakfast, fundraisers, barbecues, and much more. Good meat ain't cheap, and cheap meat ain't good. Visit Tremonti's.com, 225-751-7665.
For over 90 years, Don's Seafood has been a Louisiana staple. From the finest Gulf catch to the most authentic Cajun recipes, our commitment to quality and tradition is who we are. Enjoy favorites like our gumbo, jacked up shrimp, seafood salad, steak, and of course, our signature seafood platter. Don's is more than just food. We're a celebration of flavor and family. From our team at Don's Seafood, we want to thank you for the last 90 years and cheers to many more together.
We do things with passion. Everybody here really is invested. So if something can be done better, we challenge the status quo.
Church funeral services.
The trust that we offer to our clients is actually, it comes pretty easy for us because we've been doing this a long time, and 90% of the jobs that we get are referrals. You know, that's what we depend on, and we strive to let the customer know that we're going to be here. We will always answer the phone.
Does he think he's better than us?
We'll find out. Think you're better than us with that fancy stick work, huh?
Buddy, watch this.
Yeah, you got good hands. But watch this. Let's get out of here, MJ.
Hey, I'm Dr. Donald.
Scott.
Come on in, Scott.
Thanks.
Scott, you ready? All right, you can have a seat right here.
All right, Scott. We're going to get you all fixed up today, okay?
A few moments later.
All right, Scott. Good as new.
Thank you, Dr. Donald.
You're welcome. Welcome to Advanced Dental Care, official dentist of the Zydeco hockey team. Whether you're a hockey player or not, we can give you the perfect smile.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino.
And we're back. Welcome back here, everybody, to David S. Palmer Arena, where the final score here for the Baton Rouge Zydeco 8-2 against the Danville Dashers. Walk you through what happened here in tonight's game. Kicking off, the Zydeco able to get a power play goal. Netting the first goal of the game was Kevin Sabad, but later it would be a shorthanded goal for the Danville Dashers to the credit of Nikolai Selvov at 6:24. At 16:17, Chris Siholik would net his first goal of the game, making it 2-1 for the Zydeco. And about period later, actually, I was looking at the wrong thing. At 3:55, the Dashers would net one home, tying up the game as Quinn O'Reilly would get into the party. But that is where the party ended here in Danville, as the Baton Rouge Zydeco decided, you know what, we're gonna get things going, as Aaron Shaheen on the power play got the conga line started, as to the assist of Tyler Larwood and Ryan Kleber. Later on, shorthanded, it would be Jake Cox getting his first goal of the game to the assist of Brody Thornton. On the power play, it would be Shane Haggerty getting the goal to the assist of Scott Chirac and Kevin Sabad. And Jake Cox, to round out the period, made it 6-2 for the Zydeco heading into period number 3, netting his second goal of the game. Nevrik Alexanian found his first goal since December, to the assist of Thomas McGuire. And finally, rounding out the scoring, Jake Cox gets his hat trick to the assist of Brody Thornton and Scott Chirac. 3 stars of the game. Of course, the first star goes to the hat trick boy, Jake Cox, with 3 goals, no assists for 3 points. Kevin Sabad getting the second star. 1 goal, 1 assist for 2 points. And Narek Alexanian getting the third star. Winning goaltender, Bailey Stevens, stopping 31 of 33. And in the season, now he rounds out his record to 5-1-2. On the other side for the Danville Dashers, Oscar Walgren stopping 40 of 48 for a save percentage of an .833. And he falls to 2-10-1 on the season. So, that'll about do it. Here from David S. Palmer Arena. Final score 8-2 for the Baton Rouge Zydeco. I want to thank you all for joining me here in the booth. Tomorrow night, it's going to be the same Zydeco game, same Zydeco channel. And same Zydeco time, I should have said. Same bat time, same band channel. You know what I meant. Same time, same channel. 7:05 puck drop, 6:45 pregame. And when we get back, it'll be against these Dashers again. But this time, it'll be in Topeka next week. So 3 straight games against the Danville Dashers. And they start off their Danville series on a good high note, 8-2 final score. For the Baton Rouge Zydeco, my name is Brian Flores saying so long and good night. Thank you so much for tuning in. We know you have a lot of entertainment choices in the city of Baton Rouge. I'm glad you made me part of your evening. So again, for the Baton Rouge Zydeco, my name is Brian Flores. So long, good night, and we'll see you tomorrow night here at David S. Palmer Arena. Have a good one.
At Don Seafood, our weekend brunch isn't just a meal. It's the moment you've been waiting for all week. Begin your legendary weekend with brunch favorites like our shrimp and grits, crab cake benedict, and of course, bottomless mimosas. Let's be honest, the party doesn't start until Don Seafood hits the table. From our team at Don Seafood, we want to thank you for the past 90 years and cheers to many more together.
We've gotten very good at roofing. We're good at the actual work, but also the documentation from the beginning. Getting everything with the client, what do they need? What are their needs? And then how can I give them a couple of options? And then from there, during the process, they know what's going on. And then at the end, feeling good about everything that's complete, and they're happy when they're done with their job.
Find more of what you're looking for at L'Auberge Baton Rouge. More of the games you love, more of the flavors you crave, more staycation relaxation. All this plus an exceptional staff. Add more to your story at L'Auberge Baton Rouge.